What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Miss Azriel's Gaming. So we're jumping back into the stage today, and we're going to hack this mini game to get the newest video that Fear just gave us. Now, if you remember in the last video, our friends ran into, at the gas station, the mannequins of Fear. And we also learned that it is probably one of the members of the group, which I think it usually tends to be anyway. I still don't know who it is. I don't think it's Ron, and Wolf doesn't believe it's Ron either. We've kind of put Ron towards the bottom of the list because Ron is just Ron. I don't know. I almost feel like it could be Jimmy. I don't think it's Sophie, or I feel like it's Nils because I feel like with all the musical references that we've been getting, like Kurt Cobain, Amy Winehouse, Nils is a musician. Could be Nils. But let's go ahead and hack the mini game here and get our next piece of evidence. Okay, Hans says, well, Azriel, we did it again. Holy guacamole, the file is cracked and I've already watched the video. Shall I tell you what you can see? Hans, don't keep me in suspense. I know you live for drama, but please keep it short. No, I've had enough. I want to see for myself. Look, I know you live for drama, but please keep it short. Like, we don't need this constant you talking thing. Good, if you insist. Video cracked, creepy, scary, done, satisfied? Okay, I'll get to the point. It's really crazy this time. Another mannequin, of course, and now buckle up. This time it's a bit different. Hans, the video, please. Sounds fascinating, and now send it to me, Hans. You know how to build up tension. Look, it sounds fascinating. Send me the video. I don't need you to tell me about it. I need to see it. Okay, I just wanted to add a bit of drama. We don't need any more drama, Hans. We already get it. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the video. Okay, I don't know who the picture of is in the background. I don't recognize him, but that was music being played backwards, and it sounded like the funeral dirge played backwards. I could be wrong, but that's what it sounded like to me. Okay, sheet of music, creepy music, and another poster. This is getting more and more absurd. It's starting to feel like we're in a damn escape room. What the hell does this guy want from us? Yeah, I mean, what's going on? What does this person want? I've already searched through everything in my database, but nothing makes sense. No matching entry for the sheet music, the music, or the poster. That's because the music's playing backwards, dude. Sorry, Azriel. Maybe Wolf can find out what's behind this psycho concert. Okay, so let's go ahead and get in touch with Wolf. Okay, hey Wolf, here's the file. I've already thought about his words. The brightest stars shine only briefly before they fade away. Pay attention to the day and the month of their demise. What poetic psycho crap. Clearly, the guy is a mystery. And yet another poster. Do you think that might have something to do with it? Sounds like it. The posters keep popping up. That must mean something. Let's be honest, this guy isn't all there. Maybe he just enjoys making us feel insecure. It's quite possible that they mean something, but I'm not sure. I mean, I feel like they do because posters are like in the background for a reason. If they are the key, then we should find out who our third candidate is. I don't recognize that person. Some of the face looks familiar to me, but I'm not sure. Do you have any ideas? No, unfortunately, I have to pass, Wolf. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so I'm going to say I'm pretty sure because I want to see the choices. Because maybe if I see a name, I might be able to pick out who that is. Chris Connell from Soundgarden. Or Chris Cornell. That's not Chris Cornell. Michael Hutchness from NXS. Okay, I don't think that's him. Chester Benny. Oh, that's Chester. That is Chester Bennington. Ian Curtis from Joy Division. I don't know who that is. But I know Chris Cornell and Michael, I can't pronounce it, Hutchins? They both had pretty long hair. This guy has short hair. And I think it's supposed to be Chester Bennington. Yeah, because it looks like he's got the drums in his ears as well. So I would go with Chester Bennington from Linkin Park. He's another one, who took his life because he had suffered from depression and things like that, and some things that had come out about his childhood and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure that's Chester Bennington. How are you sure? 1,000%. I'm absolutely sure. Wait, he asked how. Why would I answer 1,000%? Pretty sure, Wolf, but I'm not putting my money on it. Not really sure. It's more of a gut feeling. Look, I'm not 1,000% sure, but he does slightly look like Chester Bennington and, with the drums in his ears and stuff like that. So I would say I'm pretty sure, but I wouldn't put my money on it because I honestly don't know who the last name was. What was it? Ian something? I don't know that guy. So it could be him for all I know. Okay, at least it fits the pattern. An incredible talent, but also a tragic story. His voice touched millions, but he had his own demons. This now forms a pattern. Kurt Cobain, Amy Winehouse, and Chester Bennington. All talented, all died tragically. And all parts of this strange puzzle. Okay, let's crack this thing, Wolf. What about the sheet music? Could that also be a part of the puzzle? And that creepy music, do you think it has a hidden message too? I mean, the sheet music, I don't know if that means anything. Or if the music means anything either. Maybe so the sheet music? Quite possible. The sheet of music is certainly a key. If we decipher this, it could be the next big clue. Okay, here's a suggestion. According to Fear, we now have all the pieces of the puzzle. I watched the video again and tried to identify the song on the sheet music. Have a look with Hans to see if he can find the poster in his database. He already said he couldn't. If his results matches ours, we're safe. We can't leave anything to chance here if we really want to crack the puzzle. Wait a minute. I'll give Hans a little nudge so he knows. Okay, so here's Hans. Ta-da! Here I am, Azrael. Before you ask, yes, I already know. Don't worry, I'm ready to put my brilliant AI mind to work. Okay, perfect, Hans. Then let's not waste any more time. Then show us what you've got. Perfect. Search for the artists who have committed suicide. Well, do we want to search artists who have committed suicide? Because I don't think Amy Winehouse actually committed suicide. I think hers was an accidental drug overdose. I could be wrong. I don't know a whole lot behind her death. I just know that she did die very young. So I don't know if I actually want to say artists who have committed suicide. Let's just tell him, oh, let's not waste any more time. Because I don't know if I want to say that one or not. Wait a minute. I'll get my bits and bytes. I'll let my bits and bytes dance for a moment. Okay, I've entered the search criteria. Deceased musicians, suicide, and then matching the face on the poster. Okay, so running a search. Searching artist database. Matching facial structures or features. 4 potential matches identified. Okay, Azrael, we have a result. 4 possible artists with different probabilities. I'll start with the lowest and work my way up. Michael Hutchins is 24%. Chris Cornell is 45%. Ian Curtis, 65%. Chester Bennington, 95%. See, I knew that's who it was because, like I said, I know Michael and Chris both had long hair, like at least down to their ears, so I knew that couldn't be it. I have no idea who Ian Curtis is, but I knew once I saw Chester Bennington, I knew instantly that that had to be who it was supposed to be. So I was actually right. Chester Bennington, I told you so. I wanted to hear that. Good work, Hans. Yeah, I mean, I told you so. If I had hands, I would clap now. I was going to say, because I knew the last 2, so I was positive I would get who that was once I saw a name. Chester Bennington, frontman of Linkin Park, must be it. I'll let Wolf know right away. Okay, so Sophie's getting in touch in the spring breakout. So Azrael, we're here, finally arrived. What does it look like? Dream-like VIP landscape, or rather camping hell. Yeah, I bet this will be the start of an unforgettable venture. But let's get to work, have fun putting up the tents. Let's see. Yeah, what's it looking like? Is it VIP standard or crap? If by VIP you mean a place in the middle of the forest, a single porta potty, and absolutely nothing nearby, then yes, totally VIP. Exactly. Great extra that we have won. I thought we were at least only a few meters away from the rebels. Okay, so Wolf says, Chester Bennington, well done. Respect music maestro. I'll keep working on the sheet music. Talk to you later. I mean, that's the thing. Had I gotten questions like that for the music quiz, I would have done a whole heck of a lot better on that. I'm still salty over the questions. But here, no tour bus, no speakers, nothing. Nothing. Let's be honest, who decided that this was a campsite? They don't see a stage. They see this is a setup. There's not even any light here. And then so far off the beaten track, I can't even see the stage. Guys, I think it's really cool here, honestly. We have plenty of space, no annoying crowds, and we have it completely to ourselves. My Bluetooth speaker can blast as loud as we want. Festival feeling deluxe. And why do we need light when we have our campfire? This is all so sus. Right, at least it's cozy. Okay, so we got a video. What? What was that? Let's watch that one more time. What the hell just happened? Like some weird light showed up in the sky, and the guy down there, I don't know if that's supposed to be Robin. I mean, I would assume Robin took the video, so that's probably not Robin. Is that Ron? They just disappeared. There's something wrong with the video. Did you see that? There was something in the video. Was it just me, or did the video just go crazy for a moment? What do you mean? Ezreal, are you serious? Here we go with the scary stories. There was a strange distortion and Ron had suddenly disappeared. Sorry, forget it. I'm probably too tired and seeing ghosts. No, I mean, look, if you people don't believe me, this is Orphans all over again. Now you're scaring me. Maybe this place is haunted after all. Or the universe swallowed you up to do us all a favor. Thank you, Karma. That was probably just a transmission error due to poor reception. Or maybe your cell phone just ran hot, Azrael. Too many dating apps lately. Nah, I don't need apps, Ron. Embarrassing messages are more your specialty. Can you please update your humor? It's still on puberty 1.0. My cell phone is rather overheated because I like your embarrassing videos nonstop. Yeah, no, I don't need apps, Ron. I get enough with the 3 guys that are after me. Embarrassing messages? I call that charm, my dear. And you know what? I get by without an app. Some people just have it. Yeah, apparently I do because I have Alex, Robin, and Luca. Azrael, I have now watched the video again. As I said, I'm sure that was a transcription error, nothing more. Or Ron is right and you really are haunted. Let's hope you're right. Sounds logical. Sorry, didn't mean to trigger scary mode. Look, let's hope you're right. Because I know what I saw. And this happened in Orphans, and nobody believed me until it was too late. Okay, I admit it. That's really creepy. I just watched it. I'm telling you, this is the perfect story to tell around the campfire. A supposedly cursed forest, strange shadows. Stop with the nonsense. There was nothing there, period. We're all just overtired. Maybe we should just put up the tents and not think too much. Yeah, good idea. And if we're ambushed by killer, Ron is the perfect diversion. Very funny, Jemmy. Let's have a drink and stop imagining scary things. Wait a minute. Here comes a car. Oh, maybe it's somebody else. I mean, they were giving more of those tickets to somebody. They were doing more of the contest, so maybe somebody else won. Maybe the rebels. Imagine them coming to celebrate with you. Let me guess, it's the gas station attendant who brings you free pizza. These are probably also stranded festival visitors like you. I mean, that's what I would go. If the rebels are as popular as they are, they're not showing up in that. Okay, so Wolf says, I bet it's fear. He's probably standing in front of them with a lantern, grinning like a madman and asking, fancy a puppet show? Oh, Wolf. It's a good thing you're not in the chat with them. Great, then at least we're not the only idiots here. Maybe we can get together. The more the merrier. Or creepier, depending on how you look at it. I just hope they're not crazier than we are. As long as they don't steal my tent, I'm fine. Azrael's right. I was able to talk to the driver briefly. He stopped for a moment and rolled down the window. These are actually the other meet and greet winners. As far as I saw, there were 4 people in the car. I can't wait to see what they're like. Hopefully no annoying guys. I already have enough to put up with you lot. If you find us so annoying, you can swap with the others. Maybe they'll find you more bearable. Burn. Come on, let them get settled in first. We can chat to them later. Time to pitch the tents. I'm not going to comment on that. Because I was going to say, what tents are we pitching? And Asriel, keep your fingers crossed that evening will be even better. Okay, I don't know. With the porta potty and creepy distortions, it might be difficult, but good luck. Let's see how it goes. I'm looking forward to your next updates. Don't worry, the evening has really just begun. It's going to be really good. Oh, I'm sure it is. With fear there, I really hope you're right, Asriel. It can only get better. Okay, so Wolf messaged us. I bet you're wondering how I was able to read that. I was wondering about fear earlier and wanted to ask you about it anyway. What's that all about? To be honest, I was, and I hope the explanation is good. Let me guess. We're going to go with let me guess. Your remote tool has once again done a great job. You've got a hacker fortune telling ball somewhere. You've secretly joined the group. Your remote tool has once again done a good job. You hacking in my phone again, Wolf. You caught me. It just occurred to me that I could use this to see what you're up to. Oh, God, Wolf. I was wondering if there's anything new from Fear. Or from Ron in your group chat. Oh, my God. Why do you want to hear about Ron? That way you don't always have to update me. I mean, because I thought we put Ron on the bottom of the list. I really could have thought of that much earlier. Okay, Wolf, you can't be serious. No problem, Wolf, but my private chats are taboo. Otherwise, you'll get in trouble. Wolf, honestly, you could at least have asked me first. Look, I know who Wolf is. So as long as you stay away from my private chats, we're good. Like, don't come into my chats with Alex or Robin or Luca. I only read along when it's really necessary. Hacker's word of honor. Do I want to believe that hackers have honor? We know Wolf does, so. Or maybe you have something so exciting on your cell phone that the trouble with you would really pay off. You're dreaming. Taboo zone remains taboo zone. Yes, my chat history with the pizza delivery yesterday. Extra cheese, no, double cheese. Okay, triple cheese. I would rather not risk that if I were you. Yeah, look, it's taboo zone. You're not allowed to look at them. Especially if it's not to get spicy. You're worse than a firewall. But don't worry, your dark secrets will remain safe. But if I accidentally come across the funny cat videos, I can't help it. And now I'll get back to Fear's sheet music. I'm about to find out which song is behind it. I'll hurry. Get back to you ASAP. Oh no. Mom, I'm so upset. Did you run out of your tea? Or did the tea run out of you and you realized what you did? Your father took a closer look at the tea and he says it's not herbal tea. You were actually right. That's hemp. Hemp, my darling. Look on the bright side, Mom. Your garden is now a real work of art. Mom, calm down. You've only had a few cups of tea. As long as you don't listen to reggae in the garden with dreadlocks, it's all good. Like, Mom, calm down. You just, look, you had a couple too many cups after that mess in the garden, but a few cups? I've already drunk 5 cups of it. 5! That's practically an overdose. What if I'm a drug addict now? I don't think that's how that works, but Mom, calm down. You're not a drug addict. Don't panic. You're just the most relaxed gardener ever. If you suddenly get a craving for potato chips and chocolate, you know it's too late. Mom, okay, we're gonna be like, Mom, look, Mom, calm down. You're not a drug addict. No, really, I've read that it can be addictive. I can already see myself sneaking into this tea store to get supplies. Imagine I can no longer stop drinking tea. Then I'll be called the hemp mom in the village. And Dad, oh, Dad is so angry. He called Rainer a shining garden scrape. Shining garden scrape. Scrap? Scrape. I do that all the time. I don't know what it is about the word scrap, but I say scrape or scratch. I don't know why. Shining garden scrap. That really hurt. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I should put Rainer in the cellar. The other dwarves will surely miss him. If Rainer comes in the cellar, Dad is one. You can't let that happen. Dad doesn't mean that. Give him 5 minutes and he'll secretly admire Rainer through the window. Dad is simply overwhelmed. The tea, all the dwarves, it's too much at once. Yeah, Mom, it's too much. Like, it's way too many garden gnomes. I guess you're right, my darling. The tea, 37 dwarves, and a blinking Rainer. That was really a lot. Speaking of tea, what do I do with the rest? Should I throw it away? And maybe I should look for a rehab center. Mom, it's not that big of a deal. Throw it out and ask for normal tea without extra ingredients next time. Rehab center. Mom, you're not addicted. Get rid of the stuff and all will be well. I'm sure we can do it without professional help. Look, throw it out and ask for normal tea without extra ingredients next time. All right, I'll dump him. I hope Dad calms down soon. I'm going to take some of the garden gnomes to the cellar. I think you should take them all. It's just way too many. Maybe there really were too many for our small garden. And then I apologize to Dad. But Rainer stays. He's not negotiable. Oh, we got a premium chat option. Okay, so a few less dwarves sounds reasonable, Mom. Maybe he'll take Rainer to his. Maybe he'll take Rainer to his heart after all. This makes sense. Tell Dad not to be so strict with you. There are worse things than a bit of creative garden decorations. Why don't you give Dad some of the tea too? Then he'll be more relaxed. Why don't you drug Dad? If he was a smart man, he wouldn't drink anything this woman gave him. For heaven's sakes, if I do that, I'm practically a dealer. That makes me liable to prosecution. Imagine Dad telling people this in a pub after one too many. Just imagine it. Then they'll pick me up straight away. I mean, I don't think she wouldn't technically be a dealer, but I do know it's against the law to put substances in people's drinks and not tell them, or like in their food. Like, that's against the law. You can't do that. Oh, come on, Mom. 5 years go by quickly. If Dad blurts it out, he should be locked up, not you. Nonsense, Mom. The pub crawl will laugh their heads off, but that's it. I think they would do that. Nobody's gonna be calling the cops on you, Mom. Great. And then I stand there like the fool. They're making fun of me. We better forget about the tea very quickly. I'm going to go in now and take on the mission of appeasing Dad. Oh, I mean, that shouldn't be too hard. Keep your fingers crossed. I'll get back to you later. Okay, so Alex has messaged us privately. Okay, so, oh man. Jimmy seems to think it's really great here, but I find it kind of disturbing. Yeah, isn't that odd that Jimmy thinks it's great? We're in the middle of a supposedly cursed forest. And our phones are already playing up. I totally understand that does sound disturbing. Don't panic, Alex. There are 6 of you. Nothing will happen to you. It's just the lousy reception. The forest isn't cursed. It just doesn't like you. I mean, I get it. That would be uncomfortable, being out in the middle of nowhere and not having the best service for your phone. I know, right? But at least we're not alone anymore. The 4 have just arrived, make a really nice impression. almost as if they wouldn't fit into a cursed forest any more than we would. Okay, that's a good thing. Maybe that will lighten the mood a bit. You better be careful. I'm not so quick to trust new people. See, new acquaintances in the middle of nowhere could be great. Yeah, I mean, it's a positive thing. They seem normal, so, maybe they're not going to do anything to you in the woods. Yes, I hope so too. At least they don't look like extras from a horror movie. Maybe it'll be a relaxed evening after all, with less creepiness and more of a campfire feel. Speaking of a relaxed evening, it'll be interesting that Robin and I will be chatting about. It will be interesting what Robin and I will be chatting about later before we go to sleep. Now that I know that you and I might get back together, Robin, you can't. Well, at least we want to talk. Yeah, we're not. I didn't agree to that. I didn't fully agree to that because, in all honesty, realistically, I probably would not. I'm willing to talk to you. Did not say that we're ending up back together. It's as if fate made us end up in the same tent. As long as the tent is still standing afterwards, it's all good. Alex, please don't get your hopes up. Talking doesn't mean we'll get back together. Maybe you'd better keep our meeting to yourself. I don't know. I want to be like, Alex, please don't get your hopes up. Talking doesn't mean we'll get back together. I mean, it really doesn't. But I feel like if you were to say something like that, like if you were not with the person, I feel like if you told them that and then they were in a tent, enclosed area, with the person you're interested in, it's really not going to end well. So I'm just going to go look. As long as the tent is still standing afterwards, it's all good. Haha, very funny, Azrael. Don't worry, it won't collapse. Unless Robin will make wild gestures while he's chatting, that would be typical. Anyway, maybe it really is time to clarify a few things. Wouldn't be the worst thing if we talked openly for a change. And to be honest, I still have something to make up to him for. By the way, our tent is almost up. I just took a short break to write to you. Do you remember when we camped right next to this idyllic lake last year? Sorry, wrong topic. Hey, it's all good. It was a good time, and thinking about it isn't a bad thing. Oh, the lake and the mosquitoes that half half ate us. Pure ideal. What? Why the wrong topic? Maybe there'll be a sequel soon. Who knows? Okay, well, I wouldn't say that, but I would say, you know what? It was a good time, and thinking about it's not bad. I mean, you're allowed to remember the good times. Yes, it really was. Oh, somehow I totally missed those days. Everything was so much simpler then. Okay, I have to call today. Robin must have noticed that I'm writing to you. It's probably going to make him write to me as well. I'd better go and set up the tent with him before he rips my head off. Okay, tell Robin not to leave all the work to you. No stress, Alex. Have fun and say hi to Robin for me. If Robin buries you under the tent, take care and say hello to the forest spirit for me. Tell Robin I said hi. I will. That's it. Have your ex say hi to your new love interest. That's always how it should work. Robin says hi back with an annoyed look. I'll let you know later when we've defeated the tent monster. Bye for now, Azrael. Okay, Wolf is back, and I saw bad news. Hey, Azrael, first the bad news. I tried to locate Fear after he contacted you again. But he was online for less than 45 seconds when he sent you the file. That was just enough to locate his radio cell, but not his exact location within this cell. Okay, but does that mean we can at least narrow the area down? So either he's damn lucky or he's really good at this kind of thing, but there must be something we can do to track this bastard down. Well, there has to be something we can do to narrow it down. In the countryside, a radio cell can have a range of up to 10 kilometers? Kilometers? I think it'd be kilometers. Fear knew exactly what he was doing, not a second longer online than necessary. But let's go back to the video he sent you. I ran the sheet music through a music database. And bingo, I know which song it is. Now it's getting really interesting. The song playing in the background of the video is exactly the same song, just played backwards. Yeah, I already knew that. Well, Sherlock, do you recognize it? A little tip, it could hardly be more classic. Okay, let's listen again. That's exactly what I said it was. Sounds familiar. Chopin or Beethoven, perhaps. Sounds like the funeral march, am I right? Seriously, Wolf, I'm happy when I recognize the Muffin Man. Sounds like the perfect soundtrack for a mother-in-law visit. That's a rough one. But yeah, it's the funeral. The funeral march, the funeral dirge. Exactly. Well done. It's the Funeral March by Frédéric Chopin. Funeral marches are traditionally played at mourning ceremonies or funerals. Is he implying that someone is about to die, or is it just a symbolic reference? It could be either. I hope that's only meant symbolically, otherwise it's starting to get too scary. That sounds like a grim warning. If anything is dying, it's my patience if we don't solve the mystery soon. It sounds like a grim warning. True, it does. Somehow this is like a morbid scavenger hunt, isn't it? May it be a warning or a symbol, we've got to solve the mystery. Oh, by the way, since Fear currently has his cell phone permanently switched off, we can probably cross Ron off the list of suspects. To be honest, I found that pretty unlikely anyway. Who says Ron doesn't use a second cell phone? List of suspects. Is there anyone else on the list? Well, everybody there's a suspect. But I did find it pretty unlikely. I feel like he was too much of an obvious choice. Yes, I felt the same way, but I still wanted to go through all the options. Just to be safe. But now you better sit down. Are already doing that. I took a closer look at the cell phones in the group, and one of them is currently not logged into the network. In other words, someone in the group has switched off their cell phone. Surprise, it's Nils. What do you say to that? I mean, I hardly know the guy. I'll just ask Sophie what Nils is up to. Maybe there's a harmless explanation. Nils, no, he's out of the question. I vouch for him. That's probably just a coincidence. Let's continue to focus on fear. I mean, I don't know. It fits. He's a musician. All these things with musicians are happening, being used in the videos. I mean, it might look obvious if we message Sophie's, and Wolf would probably just say, well, don't do that. So let's just say that's probably just a coincidence. Let's continue to focus on fear, because for all we know, he's got his phone switched off because maybe his bandmates won't leave him alone, because he's told us that he has hardly any time to ever spend with us, and he's always busy with his band, so maybe they've been blowing him up. Sure, it may just be a coincidence, but I'll keep Nils in mind anyway. Anyway, back to fear. Oh, wait a minute. Someone's at the door. Weird timing. At last, the pizza is here. Oh, pizza. I need some pizza. Solving puzzles is much better on a full stomach. I'll get back to you as soon as I finish the case of the missing Pizza Diavolo. He gets pizza, Ron gets pizza, everybody gets pizza but us. Okay, Mom's... Oh, God, Mom. Honey, I just wanted to wish you a good night. And guess what? I made up with Dad. We had a really good talk. It's about time. Arguing doesn't help. It only makes Dad move back into the living room. You'd be lost without each other, wouldn't you? Drama with a happy ending, as always. You two would be lost without each other. Exactly, my darling. We're thick as thieves. Sometimes we quarrel, but we belong together. Oh, and you know what the best thing is? I get to keep Rainer. And he also said that I can't get addicted to the tea. But thank you for trying to stop me from drinking so much of it. Yeah, I don't think that's healthy to drink that much. She had 5 cups of it for sure. Next time, I'll listen to you. See, I told you your tea is safe. I'll make a note of that right away, Mom. I knew Dad had a soft spot for weird garden gnomes. I'm going to say that one. I knew Dad had a soft spot. No, I think he's got a soft spot for Mom. Absolutely. He would never admit it, but I've already caught him admiring Rainer in the dark. Yeah, sure, that's what he's doing. He's probably just as freaked out as I was, with those weird glowing red eyes. Dad is already in bed, by the way. The poor guy was so exhausted from the discussion about Rainer. I'm going to snuggle up to him now and put on some Netflix. Any recommendations? Maybe something funny. How about Half-Baked? Sorry, Mom, I don't have a clue what's on at the moment. Just take a look at the current movie charts, Mom. You're sure to find something funny there. Although Half-Baked is funny after her adventures with with her tea. But you know what? Take a look at the current charts, Mom. Although personally, I would recommend Squid Games, Vikings, Walking Dead. Those aren't comedies, though. Good idea. As long as I don't end up with some bizarre story that I don't get, then I blame it on you. Well, now I've got to get back to Dad before he falls asleep. Sleep well and sweet dreams. Good night, Mom, and enjoy the movie. Sleep well and don't disturb Dad's snoring nighty night. Okay, good night, Mom, and enjoy the movie. And stay away from the tea for a little while. Okay, Wolf is back. Man, he ate that pizza fast. I'm back, just had a slice of pizza, and I don't have the appetite today. But I don't have the appetite today. I just can't get the riddle out of my head. The more I think about it, the more I feel like we're completely in the dark. I'm beginning to wonder if fear even wants us to understand this. First, he warns us with the first doll, then comes the second. And now he suddenly throws a riddle at our feet? What is all this about? Maybe it's some kind of sick intelligence test a la Zodiac Killer. He probably wants to remain anonymous and hides behind the dolls and riddles. Maybe he's just as much in the dark and hopes we can put the pieces together. I honestly don't know. Maybe he just wants to remain anonymous. I don't feel like he's stuck in the dark. Most serial killers or, people like that, whatever we want to consider fear right now, because as far as we know, fear hasn't killed anybody. So fear's not a serial killer. But I don't think they're just in the dark and they want us to piece together whatever's in their head. I don't think it's an intelligence test, though. So they probably just want to remain anonymous. Remain anonymous, sure. Or the guy just wants to make us paranoid. Who knows? Maybe he's sitting in a dark cellar right now, laughing his head off. You know what I just remembered? I was a huge fan of the three investigators as a child. Interesting, but what does that have to do with the riddle? Me too, I love them so much. I was more into Nancy Drew mystery stories. I've never heard of three guest investigators. I don't know if that's real or not. And I didn't read Nancy Drew. But we're just going to say, you know what? Me too. I love them. I absolutely love the three investigators. Justice, Peter, and Bob. They cracked every case. Bob. It's just funny. It's like, Justice, Peter, and Bob. How about we set up our own little team of investigators too? Okay, what do you mean? And who is the third in the group? Great, and who am I? Aunt Mathilda? Let's see. And who is the third? I'm assuming it's Hans. Or are we going to get a new person? That's easy. Our man for funny jokes and the perfect puzzle solver, Hans. I mean, he'd be the perfect Bob. Tech genius and always good for a laugh. We form our own dream team, something like the modern three investigators. Everyone contributes their special skills. You're Peter Shaw, or in your case, Petra Shaw. Isn't that the name of the bitchy chick that I work with? Down to earth and with the right instincts. I'll be Justice Jonas because... Could be Eustace, too. Oh, Sophie's gone.
Hey, greetings from the campsite right in the middle of nowhere. Truly the perfect place to get lost.
It's off to a good start, right? But don't worry, we're making it as cozy as possible. We're the kings of improvisation, after all.
We just wanted to quickly say that we miss you. It would have been so much cooler with you.
Yeah, but don't worry, you'll definitely get plenty of embarrassing pictures of us.
Those definitely AI voices. And I don't know why Jimmy's not reprising his English, because I know he speaks English. He was an artist, and he also did the burger video. I don't know why they wouldn't have him redo his English for there. So, okay, hold on. I'll quickly create a group. Hans is going to short circuit with joy. I can see this going to be legendary. Great. That could be fun. Oh, he's gonna be so happy. Well, obviously, I'm the mastermind here. I don't know if I read that part. I think I was getting ready to. Okay, so Investigators 2.0. Oh, I love the little picture. 3 detectives, thousands of theories, 0 plans. Okay, you've been added to the group. I've already filled Hans in and forwarded him your chat with Fear. I'll add him to the group now. The chat is now guaranteed to be 200% more entertaining. I hope you know what you're getting yourself into. Perfect. This is going to be great. Hans is going to be thrilled. Okay, Hans 2.0 has been added to the group. Drumroll, applause, curtains up. The Master Detective Hans is here. Azrael, my absolute favorite person, and Wolf, my favorite hacker. Just so you know, I'm the Master Detective here. I'm incredibly excited to be part of the detective squad. Wait, why am I a baby? Because that's Wolf, that's Hans, and I'm a baby. I'm so happy I could cry. Hans, at last, without you, this would only be half exciting. Hey, Hans, nice of you to join us. Let's see if you can help us with the puzzle. Can I leave this group again? Okay, so nice of you to join us. Let's get started with the puzzle. He needs to be put back on his word limit. Nice of me to join you. It's nice that you are here. What a team. What a chance to show off my infinite genius. Okay, Hans, relax. You're an AI, not a Marvel superhero. Your modesty is always impressive, Hans. If you really crack the puzzle, Hans, I'll give you... Oh, I need to know. What are we going to give Hans? A virtual ice cream with triple whipped cream and a digital cherry on top. A place in the Hall of Fame of the best AI detectives of all time. An exclusive gaming evening with me, and you can choose the game. Oh, we're doing that one. And we'll live stream it. Mario Kart, of course. I'm the undisputed master of blue tanks and banana peels. I can win with my eyes closed. Prepare to get second, Azrael. Holy mackerel, I can't wait. But you have to solve the mystery first. Once again, in a nutshell, so that even the last processor gets it. A mysterious stranger who calls himself Fear sends Azrael strange messages, including creepy dolls and posters. Instead of telling it straight, he acts like Professor Layton. And presents us with threats in such cryptic riddles that even Sherlock Holmes would lose interest. And who gets to solve it? The top trio, Hans, Wolf, and Azrael. In other words, the three investigators meet Hannibal Lecter. Okay, exactly, Hans. Once again, you've hit the nail on the head. That was the short version, Hans. A Tolkien book is shorter than that. Sounds like a lot of work, so let's do it. Yeah, I mean, The Hobbit was shorter. Sounds like you'd like to hear the full version. No, I don't. I really don't. No, stop. Put him on the word limit, Wolf. I don't want him to go off on a tangent again. So imagine this. A completely crazy stranger sits in a gloomy chamber surrounded by creepy mannequins who probably worship him. J.K. Knight. Between a cup of lukewarm tea and a packet of popcorn, he thinks up riddles. Hans, that's it. Sorry, my storytelling got the better of me again. Enough chatter. Let's show Fear who the real puzzle bosses are. I'm ready. I'm motivated and I'm, All right, puzzle boss Hans, show us what you can do. Maybe we should start by collecting everything Fear has sent us so far. Okay, what's the best way to go about this? Yeah, let's put all of our clues together and see what we can figure out. Okay, guys, suggestion. I'm going to take a look at Fear's messages and try to make sense of them. Don't worry, I'll sort the eloquent outpourings from cryptic nonsense to possibly helpful. Sounds reasonable. Let's sort out what really counts before we tackle the rest. Thank you, Hans. I knew you were the master of nonsense filtering. Good of you to take on the job, Hans. I would have given up after the first sentence. Okay, so we'll say it sounds reasonable. So let me get straight to it. Okay, analyzing statements. Filtering category, blah, blah, blah. Analysis complete. Results, 5% usable. That's not helpful. 95% fall into the category, what the hell was he smoking? Oh God, Hans. I think that's the category that Wolf and I were hoping you could figure out. Okay, so only 5% usable. At least it's better than nothing. Well, Hans, fire away. I mean, at least it's better than nothing, I guess. Okay, my virtual bullshit filter says we should look at the following sentences first. Hey, I thought he had the, what was it that Wolf put on him? His curse word blocker. The brightest stars shine only briefly before they fade away. Okay, that's obvious. It's about, stars or fireflies. Fireflies pretending to be stars. Hans, seriously, fireflies pretending to be stars. Well, if you wanted to bring him into this is all on you. How about testing the filter on yourself? Azrael, any idea what Fear might mean by the brightest stars? I think he's talking about the celebrities. Yes, I may have an idea. No, to be honest, I haven't got a clue. So like I said, whenever you do these games, always click the yes, I may have an idea with the ... or, however they put it, because they always give you a list of answers for you to choose from. And sometimes you can get your answer out of that one. Let's hear it then. I'm on pins and needles. Okay, so the brightest stars, could this have something to do with zodiac signs? I don't believe that's it. Maybe it's about the night and the stars above the festival in a symbolic way. I don't think that's it. The stars could also symbolize stars, i.e., or example, famous personalities. So they shine the brightest before they go out, which means they're at the peak of their, celebrity, or however you want to put it, the peak of their stardom, and then they died. Okay, stars could represent the artist. That makes sense. Chester, Amy, Kurt, that would be the brightest stars. Ah, now it clicks. And here I was thinking Fear wanted to introduce us to astronomy. But of course, brightest stars means the celebrities. That makes sense, of course. Well, at least it makes more sense than your firefly theory. But what exactly are we supposed to do with this information? If that's what you mean, we should take another look at the three musicians. I mean, maybe we need to look at the other, the three musicians. Do we have the whole thing when we read it, or was it just about the first part of the brightest star? Yeah, so we don't have the whole thing. So maybe we should take a look at the three musicians again. Maybe there's something that puts them together. But we've basically already done that. Wait a minute. If by shining stars, Fear means the artist, and then writes before they fade away, then let's move on to the next sentence. Pay attention to the day and the month of their demise to unravel the mystery of their demise. What could be meant by this? Demise could simply symbolize their death. Perhaps the demise stands for the end of their career. It could also be a symbol of the darkness in their lives. Now, it's not their career, because Amy Winehouse was going strong when she died. Kurt Cobain was going strong with Nirvana when he died. Chester Bennington, like Linkin Park, was just like so well known at this point. Their careers were not over. It could be their death, But it could also symbolize the darkness that came into their lives. The demise of their star was once the darkness took over in their lives, whether it was depression or anxiety or, the drugs or, alcohol or something entered into their lives to create what led to them being gone. But pay attention to the day and the month of their demise to unravel the mystery. It could also just symbolize when they died, because that makes sense as well, because pay attention to the day and the month of their demise. So the day that they died. I don't know. I mean, it could really honestly be either one of those. It could be as simple as the day of their death, but it could also be the symbol that the darkness was in their lives. I know it's not career, and I know that this isn't really like a big important decision we have to make here, because Hans or Wolf, will correct it if we, go the wrong way. I don't know. I feel like it could be the day of their death. Maybe we should just go with that one. Bingo, Azrael. You were absolutely right. I knew it could be either one, but it makes more sense with the day of the death, because you can't really put a time on when, darkness has entered somebody's, life. The day of their demise, that can be the only one. As you humans call it, the day you look at the carrots from below, looking at the radishes from below, going to sleep in wooden pajamas, becoming worm food, crying out, too bad, and disappear forever, going for a cuddle with a train. Hans, we get it. Demise sounds much more dramatic than day of death. Fear must really have a soft spot for drama. Thank you for the dissecting my solution in such detail. All good, but how exactly does this help us? I mean, I guess thank you for dissecting my solution in such detail, but how is that actually going to help us, the amount of times that you've said that? Like, different ways for demise. Hans, you dated Diva. Can you look up the death dates for us? Do you ask an eagle if it can fly? Give me a second. Okay, searching music database. Where are my virtual cleaners when I need them? Virtual feather duster in action. Amy Winehouse was July 23rd, 2011. Kurt Cobain was April 5th, 1994. Chester Bennington was July 20th, 2017. Oh, two or more in July. Dang. Not really too much connection, though. Our stars have faded, but the order stands. So the order would be, Kurt Cobain, then Amy Winehouse, and then Chester Bennington, which is actually the same order that they were given to us in. Thank you, Hans. You really are the Justice Jonas of the AI world. I guess it could be Eustace as well. I think I mentioned that earlier. It could be Eustace. Wait a minute. It said, pay attention to the day and the month of their demise. Now we just have to figure out how this data fits into the puzzle. I mean, I guess we'd want to say, wait a minute. It says, pay attention to the day in the month of their demise. The day in the month. Do I need to pull out my calculator and look at 2011 and what exact day that was on July 23rd of 2011? Oh, Azrael, you little genius. You're absolutely right. Thank you, Hans. I mean, I know. If we look at the day of the month, we see a different order. Kurt 5, Chester 20, and Amy 23. Good old Fear was probably trying to mislead us. Well, not with us, my friend. Okay, well, that just switched Chester and Amy. I'm telling you, with us as a team, every puzzle book would be solved in 5 minutes. Fear won't stand a chance. Yeah, but what exactly does that mean? We've already decoded the first message. Ta-da! Let's move on to his next clue. Okay, so 5/20/23. Oh, maybe 5/20 of 2023, maybe? I don't know. May 20th? I don't know. We'll just have to figure that out. Okay, so the stars hold the first message while the lifeless of silence hold the second. What does fear mean by lifeless of silence? Sounds like the mannequins that are supposed to show us something. I have a hunch what fear means by that. Hans, come on. I bet you've got another wild idea in your head, haven't you? Sounds like the mannequins that are supposed to show us something. The lifeless of silence. The lifeless of maybe death and silence. I'm not really sure. I kind of want to say I have a hunch just to see if maybe we get to pick what it is. Because that's usually how I like to do it, to get all the extra choices. It sounds like the mannequins are supposed to show us something. Lifeless of silence. Now, I mean, I guess it could mean the mannequins. You know, mannequins are lifeless. They're not alive. And due to that fact, they would be silent. But I'm not really sure. Let's just say we have a hunch and see if we get more out of it. It must be those creepy mannequins. Oh, so basically it was what the first one was. Oh, well, each one did have something on its chest, and it one had a skull, I believe. Then one had the paper, but I don't remember, you know, the music sheet of paper. But I don't remember what the other one had. Of course, they stand there, say nothing, and yet you feel like you're being watched. Hans, send us the videos of the dolls again. Funny, my politeness detector shows 0. Hans, would you please be so kind as to send us the doll videos again? And make it quick. Hans, just send the pictures before boots and etiquette course for bots. Or books and etiquette course for bots. Hans, you don't really want to risk a fight with Wolf, do you? Like, just get us the pictures before you get an etiquette course. Sure, I'm just the bot here. Starting image analysis. I'll make a single clip out of the 3 videos for you. So it's just going to be like a back-to-back clip and hopefully not all together. I know I'm the best. You're welcome. Okay, progress is at 67%. MP4 file successfully created. Here you go. Yeah, see, there's a skull. So let's go ahead and watch him. Freeze. So skull. Is it another kind of like looking skull? Freeze. And then the sheet music. Huh. Maybe the hands mean something. Take a closer look. There was a different window in each picture. Maybe that's a clue. Strange that only the first doll had a face. I wonder if that's a clue. Oh, it does. I noticed that now. Let's go ahead and watch it and look at the... So the window, there's no hands with that one. That has a 3, so maybe a 0, 3. That's a curtain window. And then 2, because there's 2 fingers up on that one. So 0, 3, 2. Okay, maybe the hands mean something. The hands could mean something as well. There was a different window in each picture. Maybe that's a clue. I don't see how different windows would mean anything. Strange that only the first doll had a face. I wonder if that's a clue. Not necessarily. You know, all mannequins are different. I've seen ones with faces and ones without faces. So maybe it's just whatever fear had on hand. I think the hands might have something as well. So because there's a specific reason the first one doesn't have hands. That's not so far-fetched. I can't really see the windows meaning anything. So let's see. This is art, people. Doll number 2, 3 fingers that look like they have arthritis deluxe. Doll number 3, 2 fingers, the saddest peace sign in the doll world. 032, that must be it. 3 numbers and the gate to truth will open. Not bad, Azriel. Your brain is running at full speed. Thanks for the flowers. Let's see if that lasts. I'm doing my best to keep up with you. Full speed. That was more of a coincidence. Yeah, I'm doing my best to keep up with you there, Hans. We all can't be Hans 2.0. So let's see what we have so far. First message, the order of our stars. Kurt, Chester, and then Amy. Second message, the lifeless, aka our dolls, the numbers 0, 3, and 2. And now comes the icing on the cake, Fear's golden tip. Combine the order of the stars with the 3 numbers and the door to the truth will open. That means we have to put the fingers of the dolls in the order of the posters. First Kurt, then Chester, then Amy. I have put the finger puzzle in the correct order. Okay. Play. So 1 is Kurt Cobain. 2 is Chester Bennington. And 3 is Amy Winehouse. So the code is 032-023-320. Oh my goodness. That means we have to put the fingers of the dolls in the order of the posters. First Kurt, then Chester, then Amy. So 0, 2, 3. I'm going to watch it one more time. 0. Amy is 3. Because that's her poster. And then Chester's was 2. So it's 0, 2, 3. It has to be 0, 2, 3. Fantastic. You puzzle matching maker deluxe. Because I almost got it right because I almost did the 032. But when I went back and read that, I was reading through it and it said we had to put it in the order of the posters. We had to go by the posters, not the names that fit with what order it was going in. And bang, the door to the truth burst open. Well, in theory anyway. We now have the number 023, which according to Fear opens the door to truth. But what do we do with it? Any brilliant ideas? To be honest, I have no idea. Maybe we need a hint where to enter the code. Maybe a safe or a lock. I mean, it does sound like a safe or a lock, but we need to know where we're supposed to put that code. So I would say maybe we need a hint to where we enter the code. Maybe we just give the code to Fear. Or the pin for his next Netflix account. Or maybe one of our friends is going to come up with something that needs a code. 023 FM, the number 1 for all dolls with limited freedom of movement. Back in the charts, Andreas Galbardi with Zuckerpuppen. Hans, honestly, you're really no help right now. Seriously, I think we're stuck. Without another clue, we won't get a millimeter further. I am also lost. Maybe I should start Googling riddles for beginners. Or just to start a Firefly demo so that he finally gives us a real clue. Well, then I guess we have no choice but to wait for the great puppeteer himself. This is the ultimate test of patience, and I really thought we'd crack this thing. I was looking forward to the exclusive gaming evening with Azrael. But maybe that's exactly Fear's plan. That we despair and feel like beginners. But if he's put so much effort into the puzzle, he probably wants us to finish it too. We won't give up. The 3 investigators are not yet defeated. Okay, we'll just have to wait and see. Let's hope that fear throws us the next chunk soon. You're right. Giving up is not an option. We'll keep it at it and crack the puzzle. Honestly, I'm getting tired of fear's psycho puzzles. Okay, yeah, you're right. Giving up is not an option. We need to figure this out. Exactly, Azrael. That's the attitude I wanted to hear. But I have to say goodbye for now. My battery needs a break. Don't worry, I'll be ready when fear gets in touch again. Maybe now is the time to take a deep breath. I'll just have a quick look first to see if fear has reappeared on the net. Keep your chin up, Azrael. We'll get it right. Peace out, Trout. Got it, guys. I'll wait until fear gets in touch. Talk to you then. All right, we can do it. Ciao. Sounds like a plan. I'll be in touch if anything happens. Talk to you later. I like that one. Oh, Luca. Hey. Hey, you. He always comes at the right time. Misty was waiting for me like a little princess. Oh, yeah, you gonna send me that picture of you together? I gave her something to eat, and now she's lying on the sofa like a queen. But I took a photo first, as promised. I hope you like it. Oh, how cute. So adorable. And I meant the man, not the cat. Misty is not enthusiastic, though. You can see that, can't you? Well, if I were her, I would definitely feel more comfortable. You're the perfect duo, Beauty and the involuntary hostage. Come on, that's funny. Thanks for the photo. I would feel completely comfortable. Then you probably have to come by sometime so I can test it. Oh, I will be there. I will be there. But Misty only looks so grim because I dragged her off the couch for the photo. This is her holy throne. If you ever come to visit, you'll have to fight hard for your spot. It sounds like a fair fight, but Misty certainly has the home advantage. I'll take on anyone for that, even Misty. Sounds like Misty is already the undisputed queen. I won't get involved. Look, I'll take on anyone for that, even Misty. Look, she'll be eaten out of my hand. But now you've given me an idea. Maybe you should really come here sometime. Then you can compete live with Misty. Only if I also get your full support. I want to win. I'll see if I can find the time, but it doesn't sound bad. I think I'd rather not. Cats are not my thing. I mean, granted, in real life, I'm allergic to cats, but I have braved that before, so. I've braved a guy's house for cats before, so I'm going to say, only if I get your full support, I want to win. Deal. But Misty could still wrap you around her finger. She has practice. I'm going to make myself some dinner. What's on the menu? Good plan. Enjoy. Would love to see you wearing an apron. Maybe nothing else. Haha, an apron? I haven't used that for a long time. I'm more the casual shirt and shorts type. Hey, I like that too. But who knows? Maybe I should get the apron out again when I want to cook for a special guest. But tell me, can I get back to you later to send you a good night message? You can always knock on my door, especially with a good night message. Sorry, Luca, it's getting too late for me. I'm going to lie down too soon. Sure, get in touch if you like. Oh, yeah, you can send the message personally at my front door. Oh, watch out, or I'll keep you awake. I mean, that's what the plan was. I don't want you to be completely exhausted tomorrow. But I'll definitely write to you again later, okay? Talk to you later, sweetie. In the kissy face. I love playing the field. I love this. I love having three guys vie for my attention. Okay, so we got Jimmy in the spring breakout. Short update on the new arrivals, Azriel. There are 2 boys and 2 girls. But Ron, don't worry. Hard to tell what age they are in the dark. Could be anything between 20 and 30. Oh, but are any of the girls to your liking, Jimmy? Ron is currently very busy. He's talking to the new guys like they're his best friends. He's probably bragging about how he got you the backstage tickets. Hopefully he's behaving. I wonder what they're like. Yeah, he's probably bragging about the tickets. We all know Ron. That's exactly what he's doing. He just told them that he made sure that we were all allowed backstage. Oh my God, he's such... They all know how you got there, you big idiot. And they even seem to believe him. But let's be honest, the new ones seem really nice. I just spoke to the 2 girls. One of them is called Irene. Really cute and also loves the Rebels. And she just let you take a picture of her? It's kind of hard to see. It's very dark. Nice, I'm glad you get along well. Sounds like you finally found an ally for your fan club. And a wave. Hey, I'm glad you're getting along. Because like we've said before, Sophie in my playthrough is the only girl there right now. Yes, she seems great. We've already talked about her favorite songs. She has great taste in music. Everyone thinks new people are nice. Let's see how long it stays that way. Chill, Robin. After all, they're here because they won just like us. I talked to a guy called Merrick. He seems rather reserved. Is that Merrick from the circus? Reserved. The other one is complete opposite. He asked me directly, where's the beer? You better not share it with him. Without introducing himself. You definitely don't share with somebody who didn't introduce himself. Nice introduction. He knows what's important. Sounds like Ron, only without the usual stupid line. He knows how to break the ice. Did you at least sell him a beer? Yeah, did you sell it to him? I mean, he doesn't introduce himself. He has to buy the beer. No, I told him the first beer is a welcome present. The second will cost him. By the way, his name is Orkan. And then there is Maria. She said it was eerily quiet here. I had to tell her about the gas station right away. Wouldn't they have passed it? If this continues, we'll still be telling each other this story around the campfire in 100 years from now. Soon, everyone will think we're being stalked by a psycho gas station attendant. At least Maria took it with humor. And she asked me who our mysterious chat partner is. I told her Azrael is our virtual companion, so to speak. Why would she ask that? Yes, you're her remote festival friend. Great, now Maria must think I'm a total freak. It must be hilarious how you're all standing there with your phones typing frantically. Tell Maria and the others I'm waving from afar. Yeah, it must be super hilarious. I have mentioned this millions of times. They're probably just staring at him going, what are these weirdos doing? How do you think we feel? We're standing in a circle, heads bent over our phones like a messenger cult. Maria found the idea really funny. She said that not every group does this and thinks it's really special. Oh, it's special, all right. Wait a minute. Azrael, Maria just grabbed Sophie's cell phone. Rude. Either she wants to say hello to you or annoy Sophie. Both are possible. Okay, so here's a video.
Hey you, greetings from the middle of nowhere. I think it's really exciting that you're joining virtually. But honestly, I'd actually be glad that you can just chill at home on your couch or wherever you are. With all this fog here and Sophie's creepy doll story from earlier. I don't know either. It kind of has a bit of a horror movie vibe. So, really, really, really creepy. Just a bit. But, oh well, I'll definitely keep an eye on your people. And I hope that maybe someday we'll get to meet in person, yeah? Until then, stay tuned. So bye.
That's a little weird. I'm going to keep an eye on your people. A little weird there, Maria. Okay, so hi back. You'll rock this. Thanks for keeping an eye on my friends. And yes, meeting live sometime could be cool. Sounds like a mix of creepy and fun. Hope Ron doesn't annoy you on top of that. Let's say, thanks for keeping an eye on my friends. And yes, meeting live sometime would be cool. Even though we know each other whatsoever. Of course, someone has to play the babysitter. Okay, enough chatting. I'll hand the cell phone back to Sophie. See you soon. Hey guys, I'm back too. Oh, so Niels is back online. Now, he was offline. That Wolf had noticed, so. My battery's back to 30%. I'll keep charging overnight. Okay. That could be the explanation. His battery was dead. Hey, Niels, nice to have you back. I thought you were lost. You could have at least invested the last few percent to let me know. Yeah, let's say that one. Like, you should have let us know. We were concerned. Gotcha. My bad, Azrael. I'll buy you a virtual beer to make up for it. Something different, guys. I watched this Merrick for a while. I don't know. There's something odd about him. The way he keeps shining his flashlight into the forest as if he's looking for something. Well, I mean, it is kind of a creepy area. You're in the middle of the woods. There's fog all around, although flashlight's not really going to help in fog. I mean, maybe he's just weirded out. He said he'd rather stay up all night because he likes the dark so much. Well, I mean, that's kind of weird, but, some people do. Sounds like he's the guy who keeps watch at night, practical. Take it easy, Robin. Some celebrate the darkness as much as others celebrate a sunset. That sounds a bit odd. I mean, it does sound a little odd. But I feel like that's an excuse for something. And I wonder if maybe fear's gotten in touch with these people too. Like maybe he's willing to stay up because he's worried about fear showing up there. So it does sound a little odd. But it could have a practical reason. Like I said, it could be maybe fear's gotten in touch with them as well. Why just us? I told you, and he doesn't really look like a goth or something like that. One thing is certain. If he suddenly starts whispering, "Come out and play with me," I'll be the first to run. Stop turning this into a horror movie already. We're here to have fun. I agree. Oh, the king of small talk is back. So, Ron, how did it go with the girls? Already arranged a date? Very funny. Just for the record, they found me charming. Sure they did. We had a profound conversation about music and life. You wouldn't even be able to comprehend that. Apart from that, I only have eyes for one particular person at the moment. Okay, well, I support that. He wasn't like, oh yeah, they really liked me and they're cute. You know, he wasn't a jerk about it. If you weren't such an ass, I would actually think this is really cute. Okay, guys, this is really getting too cheesy for me. Yeah, your cheesy walnut hamburger. Let's drink up and then off to the tents. I'm in. And tomorrow we'll have a proper look at the festival site. It's getting really cold now. I'm already looking forward to my warm sleeping bag. Same, but first I have to inaugurate the porta potty. Oh, gross. I'm already in the tent and making myself comfortable in my sleeping bag. Okay, sounds like a good plan. Tomorrow you'll be well rested. Good night, and Robin, take the flashlight with you. Have fun and don't snore too much. Yeah. Robin, take a flashlight so you can see. Don't want to be using that thing in the dark. Sorry, guys. I really don't feel like sleeping right now. Smoked a little herbal cigarette with Merrick. This guy isn't as bad as he looks. I'm so fit I could walk up Mount Everest barefoot. You know what? I'm going to check out the festival grounds. Stoned like that? Are you sure that's a good idea? OMG, just make sure you don't get lost. I can already see the headlines. Festival goer stoned and lost in the woods. I mean, I don't think that's a good idea. If you're under the influence of something, you're in an area that you don't know anything about. I don't think it's a good idea. You know, plus with fear and all, but we haven't told them about fear. Nils, as a horror movie fan, you should know. The guy who sets out alone has the maximum probability of dying. Mm-hmm. Go with Merrick. And getting stoned doubles the risk, because you'll probably start small talk with the killer. Oh, you're all cowards. Merrick has offered to come along. That's a little sus too, though. So don't worry about me. I'll be back in an hour. I mean, even though I suggested Merrick, it was kind of a joke, because I don't know if I trust Merrick. There's something going on there. You're impossible, Nils, but please take care of yourself, okay? Yes, write to us as soon as you're back. Exactly. We don't want to have to go look for you in the morning. Yes, I've got it. Okay, guys, I'm super tired. My sleeping bag is calling. I don't think I would be able to go to sleep with my friend wandering off into the woods with a total stranger. Thank you, Azrael, for being there all day. We really miss you here. Good night and sweet dreams. Nighty-night, Azrael. I'll let you know tomorrow when Robin and Alex are fighting over the first coffee. Keep your fingers crossed that we won't freeze to death here in the sticks. Exactly. And think of us while you're lying in your warm, cozy bed. Oh, I will be. Okay, guys, lights out. Then we'll be fit for tomorrow and have a whole day before it gets really legendary. Good night. Good night, Azrael. See you tomorrow. Sleep well, you boars. Okay, good night, everyone. Looking forward to your updates tomorrow. Sleep well. And Nils, please don't forget where your tent is. Sweet dreams. Talk to you tomorrow morning. Yep, we're looking forward to the updates. Oh, Alex. I was expecting to get a message from Robin going to the porta potty. Hey, Azrael, you won't believe this. Take a look at what my father sent me. Okay, let's watch.
Hey, how's it going at the festival? I hope I'm not interrupting your partying or anything. But listen, I just happened to see who's playing at this festival where you are. And you know what? The Woods are performing. The Woods, man. I thought it was just like young up-and-coming bands like that Sonic whatever you told me about. But the Woods, they're legends. Didn't you say you had an extra ticket? You know what? I've decided to quickly pack the RV and come over. I don't know if I can make it by tomorrow, but I'll try. Maybe I can even get a ticket for your mom. Although, to be honest, the prices, they're asking for more than I paid for my first car back then. That's just crazy. Well, in any case, I'm really looking forward to it. I hope you're not embarrassed that your old dad suddenly shows up. But your friends know me quite well by now, right? They know that I always bring the fun. All right, I'll let you know again as soon as I know when I'm leaving. Until then, take good care of yourself. And don't worry, I'll bring plenty of supplies. If necessary, we'll have a good meal next time. See you soon.
How dare you give my ticket to your father? He said to say hello. I don't really know what to think about my dad. I didn't even know he was into the Woods. I think it's great. I really like your dad. Hey, still 1,000 times better than Ron. Surely you've always wanted to dance with your dad in the crowd. I have a feeling I probably got along with his dad, so we'll say, I really liked your dad. Sure, he's really easygoing. Most of the time, anyway. But still, my dad in such a big crowd. Oh, and it gets even better. I think it's cool. I've just read that they'll be performing right before Mesh. That means I'll just stand there embarrassed while my dad lets himself go completely. I mean, I don't think it's a big deal because when I was younger, when I was a teenager, my dad was my concert buddy because he liked the same music that I did. So we would go to like rock band concerts together all the time, heavy metal. It was really cool that my dad would go with me. That means I'll just stand there embarrassed while my dad lets himself go completely right in front of my absolute favorite band, Perfect, Simply Perfect. My absolute favorite band. Don't say anything. I know you don't like them. Do you remember when I dragged you to a concert once? I mean, you were really brave, but you must have looked at your watch 20 times. You look like you were praying that the next song would be the last. Oh yes, I remember that was the longest evening of my life. When they played your favorite song, you were almost unstoppable. I thought that was really sweet. At least you didn't have to tell him every few minutes, no, it's not over yet. I mean, if you're in a relationship, you'll kind of make do with things that you aren't actually into. If you really love the person, you'll go out of your way. You won't be like a total ass. Like I would never do that. Like if it was a band that I didn't like and I was there with a guy, I'm not gonna like stare at my watch constantly. I'm not gonna look at my phone or play on my phone. I would try to feel what they feel enjoying it as well. Just like I would expect him to be interested in things that I'm interested in, that he's not necessarily liking. I don't want to be negative with it, so I'm just going to say it was really sweet, when they played your favorite song. Because that's what I would do. I would go along with it. I wouldn't, stare at my watch all the time. Cute, yeah. I think I was just completely embarrassing. But I know you only did it for me. And I give you credit for that. Okay, so you receive a message. You revive your relationship with Alex with certain answer options. You can revive your relationship with Alex with certain answer options. Okay, in the evening after the concert was unforgettable, you have to admit that. Okay, so we have a premium choice option here, which of course we're going to pick. So that's right, the evening was really something special. The hotel, the conversations, everything. Yes, that was a perfect ending, even better than the concert. You'll have to refresh my memory. I mean, it sounds like I had a horrible time at the concert, so all right. It all started when you came up with the glorious idea of tying me up with the bed sheet. Oh my god. That was already so hot, but the best thing was when room service suddenly came in and you were still tied to the bed and I just ate the food. I mean, it sounds about right. Because you forgot to turn the do not disturb sign around. And I was lying there completely exposed, and this poor guy with the tray stood there like frozen. You tried to save everything with your, that was intentional, even if it doesn't look like it. I almost burst out laughing. Well, as far as that was possible with the scarf in my mouth. I gagged him too. But at least it was a moment we'll never forget. That probably completely ruined the mood. And the rest of the evening was like fireworks, hot, intense, and simply unforgettable. I really hope we can repeat that one day. Maybe even without a concert, just the two of us. I know I may have seen it differently recently, but I realize that you and I are just meant for each other. I mean, I don't know. Did I, like, mix up the signals and now I'm getting more of Alex than I am Robin? I mean, we're just going to have to find out. No matter how far apart we are. That really means a lot to me, Alex. I've never stopped believing in us. Alex, you can't expect me to just forget about it. That really hurt me. I understand that you see things differently now, but let's sort it out when you get back. I don't know, because I'm not going to go with the full I believe in us, but I really feel like, Alex, you can't expect me just to forget about it. That really hurt me, because honestly, I mean, if we're going to be honest, that's what he wants. He wants honesty. He wants to talk about it. That would be my answer. It's like, look, yeah, I loved those parts of our relationship, but you broke up with me. And honestly, I feel like that's what I would pick. I would literally say that. That might not be the choice to help reconcile the relationship, but that's what I would say. I'm so sorry that I thought space was the better solution. I thought I was doing the right thing by giving you the chance to meet someone who can be there for you. See, that just tells me that he wasn't in the relationship. But now that I don't have you around anymore, everything just feels wrong. See, that's a you problem, Alex. You felt like you could do better. That's basically what it is. He wanted to give me the chance to find somebody that could be there for me. But what he was saying is, I could do better. I wanted to see if I could do better. And then when I couldn't, I realized that was the dumbest mistake of my life. Okay, so it's never too late, Alex. If we both want it, we can maybe make it work again. Alex, I understand that you regret this, but sometimes there are things that can't be fixed. Let's talk about it when you get back from the festival in peace and quiet. I don't know if I want to totally shut him down yet, but I don't know if that would affect my relationship with Robin. I do like Robin, and in all honesty, I think I would pick Robin, but I'm not going to go in 100% with Alex. I think I'm going to pick some things just can't be fixed. I mean, I feel like realistically that's something that I would pick in real life, opposed to doing the one where it takes both choices. So I think I'm going to go with Alex. I understand that you regret this, but sometimes there are things that can't be fixed. I'm going to pick it. I know that I've disappointed you, but I promise I'll do everything I can to make it up to you. I have to go now. Robin will be back soon. But Thank you for listening to me. It means everything to me. Well, then enjoy. Good night, Alex. I need time to think about this. Please don't expect too much. We'll see what happens. Take care of yourself. I feel so bad, even though it's not realistic. I guess I need time to think about all this. Please don't expect too much. We'll say that one. Look, I need time to think, but don't, expect it. Okay, thank you. I'll give it a try. Talk to you tomorrow. Oh, Robin. Wait, are you in the porta potty? For fuck's sake. You'll probably be like, there's no toilet paper. The organizers must have lost their minds. Robin, everything okay? What's going on? Let me guess, the porta potty is disgusting. Not the toilet itself, but its location. First, they decide to have the festival out here. And then they set up the porta potty in the middle of the forest. It took me ages to get here. In the dark. Dude, I would have... You're a guy. You could have just dropped trowel and went anywhere. I'm just saying. Like... You didn't need to march all the way to over the porta potty. You could have just got out of the line of sight of everybody and just did your business off in the woods. I hope you listened to me and brought the flashlight. That's what the flashlight function on the cell phone is for. Better than having the stench right next to the tent. Why don't you just go behind the nearest tree? I mean, that's what the flashlight function on the cell phone is for. Haha, you smart aleck. I've got Jimmy's Stadium Light to Go flashlight with me. Still, I can imagine more pleasant things than crawling through the bushes at night in the fog. When I was just sitting there alone in the booth, all I could hear was the rustling of the leaves outside. That made me think directly of our Friday the 13th marathons with Nils. How the guy sits unsuspectingly on the toilet, while Jason sneaks up from outside with the machete. Why is there a lot of horror movies like that? Like, there's always, like, a bathroom scene. Like, it's the place that you're the most vulnerable. Shit, I'm already getting goosebumps again. Why are you thinking about horror movies right now? If you see a guy with a field hockey mask, run. Nothing will happen to you, I promise. Kissy face. That's what the clueless teenagers in Friday the 13th always say. Hey, it's your fault you're thinking about horror movies. Can we please keep writing until I get back to the campsite? I actually wanted to talk to you about Alex anyway. I thought this was funny when they split up. I was like, I bet we're going to get a conversation with at least one of them. But the fact that they both took advantage of the situation and he's like, I'm in the tent, he's going to the bathroom, I'm texting. At least they didn't text us at the same time. Okay, so this is still a pretty strange situation with Alex, together in a tent. I'm really scared of awkward questions. You know how it is. I just have feelings for you, and I don't want to hide them anymore. Robin, if Alex has a problem with it, that's his business. Having feelings is nothing to be ashamed of. Alex will certainly understand that. I understand you, Robin, but maybe you should also think about how Alex feels in this situation. I mean, honestly, I think I would say that one realistically. Even if Alex didn't want to get together with me, I wouldn't want to rub my new relationship in my ex's face. That's just kind of like the person I am. But I don't think I would outright say it's, it's not his business. He's got to just deal with it. But, having feelings isn't anything to be ashamed of. And Alex will, he'll understand that because he knows that he still has feelings for me. So I think I'm going to go with that one. I know, but it's still hard. I don't want to fight with him, you know? She was a big part of your life, and I feel like I'm somehow in her I think it's supposed to be he was a big part of your life, and I feel like I'm somehow in his shadow. But I don't want to hide my feelings for you either, and that's what makes it so complicated. Oh, shit. I think I've been walking in the wrong direction. Oh my god, dude. Better watch out, you might get completely lost. Better watch where you're going, we can write later. That doesn't sound good at all, should I inform the others? Yeah, should I let everybody know you've gotten lost? I'd better not, otherwise they'll be teasing me nonstop for the next few days. Besides, I'm right back on track. At least I think so. Wait a minute. I think there's something. Oh, okay. I mean, it could be an animal, or it could be Jimmy and Merrick. Did you hear that? Maybe Jason Voorhees after all. I don't like that at all, Robin. These are completely natural forest noises. No need to worry. I mean, it could be somebody walking, and it could just be like an animal or something like that. You know, you hear stuff like that all the time, and you make more out of it than what it really is. I don't know if I would have freaked him out by saying I don't like that at all, Robin, but I mean, let's just be prepared. What was I thinking going off on my own? It's like I said, you could have just dropped trowel a couple feet from the campsite. Azrael, I'm really scared right now. Okay, well, Boo, don't be scared. Oh, fuck. Robin, what happened? What's going on? What do you see? Robin? Well, he's still online. That's not funny. Please say something. If you don't get in touch, I'll have to inform the others. Please say something. He probably, like, fell. There's a fucking mannequin. Robin, I don't want to know. It said spring break. Spring breakout. What was with the screaming? Shit, and that scream. This doll. That's impossible. That can no longer be a coincidence. Niels is out there. What if something's happened to him? God, I don't know what to say. Oh, you know, Niels is out there. What if something's happened to him? No, Niels' voice sounds completely different. And he's only just left. It can't be him. But let's sort it out when I get back. Okay, it looks like these dolls from Fear's videos. Robin needs to leave now. All right, then make sure you get out of there. Okay, I'll do it. I'll be quick. Please be careful. Watch where you're going. Stay online. Okay, so please be careful. I will. Okay, Wolf, so I really don't want to overreact now. But I have a damn bad feeling. The whole scenario out there. The doll, the scream in the middle of the forest. This looks like fear's signature. You mean the madman is out there? Yes, that can no longer be a coincidence. I think it's about time to let the others in on this. Yeah, we need to let them know. The other thing is, once again, there's a doll and Neil's left. Just saying. I thought of that too. We'd rather tell them before something happens that we could have prevented. But wait a minute before we drive everyone crazy. I have the gas station attendant on the other line. The gas station attendant? Huh? Why is that? What are you hoping to achieve? Really? Do you think he's behind it after all? Yeah, like, the attendant? One second. I'll explain that in a moment. Okay, Robin. Oh, God. Azrael. There's a light up ahead. Oh, God. Now I'm worried about Robin. I'm so worried about Robin. Okay, I don't... That's up pretty high. At last. Okay, did he make it back? This can only be the campsite. Oh, thank God, hurry up. Get in touch as soon as you're in the tent. Robin, wait a minute. Are you really sure? Oh, God. I mean, he did say he thought he was on the wrong track. Let's just say, are you really sure? Pretty sure. And a light is better than wandering around in the dark, right? Not necessarily. I'm exhausted, soaked with sweat, and freezing. Now I have to change my clothes, and then I'll tell the others about my horror trip. Talk soon. Okay, Wolf's get in touch. I'm really worried about Robin. Okay, I've just finished the phone call. I know, maybe it was a bit too obvious. But it was the only chance to find out more about these creepy dolls. Guess what the guy said? Wolf, tell me already. No idea. Maybe a loyalty program, fill up and get a free doll. He probably said he knew nothing about it, right? No, actually not. He thinks the dolls belong to the festival organizer. He only stored them for a short time before they were set up on the grounds. Some kind of wacky decorations for the festival. Okay, premium chat option. I would have loved to listen to your conversation. Festival decorations, great. That's getting better and better. I thought this was a festival and not an art exhibition. So we're going to pick the premium chat option. Then I have just the thing for you. Oh, did you record it? I recorded the phone call. Okay, let's go ahead and play it. It's only 21 seconds.
I received a significant amount of funds from the operator. I still had an empty storage room, and I thought maybe I could earn a few euros if I allowed the operator to store some of his puppets for the festival with me.
Do you believe him? The organizers have a bizarre concept this year. Sounds plausible to me. I mean, do you believe him? Yes, I think that sounded credible. Seems like they wanted to create a scary atmosphere. In other words, no mysterious activities, no psychopaths. Just a scary eye-catcher for the festival. So all the panic was for nothing. The dolls are just harmless festival decorations. Okay, that sounds reassuring, but it's still strange. Could you try to find out a bit more about the organizers? I'm going to say that one. Yeah, sure. I'll do it. I mean, because it still sounds bizarre. But I think they just want to do something bizarre to make the festival special. I mean, I thought it was supposed to be special, like out in the middle of the woods. And what is more memorable than creepy dolls that appear in your nightmares? I think we can relax a little now. At least as far as the dolls are concerned. And the scream must have come from a drunken idiot who hit his fingers while putting up a tent. Yeah, but aren't they the only ones there? Looks like we got a little too carried away there. And what about fear? I don't know. These are all pretty strange coincidences. Yeah, it's a lot hitting at once. I know what you mean, Azrael. But sometimes things are just that, strange coincidences. The gas station attendant had no reason to lie, and the scream? That just goes with the usual festival Chavez. I think Fear somehow got wind of the doll story and used the whole thing for his psycho trip. I suggest we'll leave it for today. My brain is already completely fried anyway. At least now I can sleep with a clear conscience. Better tell Robin briefly what's going on so he doesn't panic unnecessarily. Okay, so Robin, hey, I'm finally back at the tent. Okay, so we got a video. Okay, so I'm so glad you're okay. Did you notice anything else strange? That wasn't a toilet visit. That was a test of courage. I'm gonna say I'm so glad you're okay. I think if you would have noticed something else strange, you would have said something. You can't imagine how happy I am to be back in the tent. But what's the deal with this freaking doll? That has now been clarified thanks to Wolf. As far as that is concerned, I can reassure you, you won't believe it, but apparently all the excitement was for nothing. I'll go with that one. You can't believe it, but apparently all the excitement was for nothing. The organizer has apparently set up mannequins on the festival grounds as decorations. Mannequins as decorations? Are they kidding? I know they're probably trying to create a creepy atmosphere, so no need to worry. Creepy atmosphere, my ass. I almost had a heart attack. I also think it's a weird idea. They could have at least pointed it out. At least it's something new. Like, I think it's a weird idea as well. By the way, I just spoke to Nils on the phone. Everything is okay with him. He didn't even hear the scream because he had his headphones on. I thought it was probably some kind of fox. But to be honest, he's pretty stoned. I don't know if he can even think straight anymore. Well, that's not a good thing either. Hopefully he's not wandering around. You've seen how quickly that can go wrong. I thought this Merrick also wanted to join in. Typical Nils, horror junkie through and through. He's not afraid of anything. I'll check again later to see if everything is okay. Yeah, I thought Merrick was going to go with him. Apparently he changed his mind after all, and to be honest, I can't blame him. I swear I won't set another foot outside tonight. Not even when the tent is on fire. I totally understand, enough creepy factor for today. That sounds reasonable. Did Alex hear the scream at all? Don't worry, Robin. Tomorrow morning the doll will look like a flea market decoration. Did Alex happen to hear it? Don't think so. He's sleeping like a rock. I nudged him briefly, but there was no response. Looks like I won't be able to tell the others about the dolls until tomorrow morning. It is already dark in Sophie's tent, too. Only Jimmy and Ron still have a light on. A typical Ron, he always seems to need an audience, even in the middle of the night. Alex is amazing. I bet she wouldn't... I think it's supposed to be Sophie. Sophie's amazing. I bet she wouldn't wake up even if a meteor hit her. And what about the new ones? So I'm going to ask about the new ones. To be honest, I have no idea. There's still light on in one of the tents. I think it belongs to Merrick. And I'm not in the mood to chat with him or Ron right now. I'm just too exhausted for that. Jimmy really hit the jackpot today. I can hear Ron's chatter about Sophie from here. I already feel sorry for Jimmy. Annoying as Ron is, he seems to be really serious about Sophie. Just imagine if Sophie had drawn Ron as her temp partner. Yeah, I feel sorry for Jimmy. I don't think any of the guys would have made Sophie stay in the tent with Ron. I don't think even earplugs help with Ron. I hope Jimmy survives the night without psychological damage. I'll try to get some sleep now. I hope there won't be any more screams. Unless you have a little more time for me. I mean, we've never really had a situation like this before. Okay, the right words or premium can ignite the spark between you. Just you and me all alone while Alex sleeps right next to me. Oh, that is naughty. Okay, so premium chat option. You're playing with fire, but I bet you're enjoying it right now, aren't you? Robin, this really isn't the time. Alex is right next to you. I hope it was just a joke, Robin. I mean, that does kind of suck. If you're interested in Robin, that they put this behind a premium chat option. You know, but if you checked out my videos to see that, that's what you're going to get. We're doing the premium chat option. Enjoying is an understatement. It's that tingling, you know? I know I shouldn't, and yes, yet I can't stop. Can't stop or don't want to stop. Be honest, Robin. Why don't you tell me what exactly you can't stop doing? Well, some rules are made to be broken. I mean, they're all kind of spicy. Let's say, why don't you tell me what exactly you can't stop doing? Quite simply, the thought of what would happen if there were no cell phone displays between us and no miles that separate us. If you were lying right next to me, I could tell you exactly what I would do to you then. If you want to hear it. I want to hear every detail, so tell me. Don't know if I should really listen to this, but I can't deny that I'm curious. Sorry, Robin, I think we should stop now. Oh no, I need every detail, boo. Imagine you were right next to me, so close I could feel your breath on my skin. And my fingers would slowly stroke your leg. Careful at first, just checking whether you really want this. Would you still be so careful if I whispered in your ear that I want you? And what if I wait and see if you really take the next step? I don't know. Or maybe I do know. In any case, I'm tingling all over. Oh, what would you do if I whispered back to you? Believe me, then I would be anything but careful. Your breath on my skin, your words directly in my ear, that would only drive me even more crazy. I would press my body even closer to you, so quietly that Alex wouldn't even have a clue what was happening right next to him. My grip would become tighter, more demanding, and at some point, there would be no turning back. Robin, I want it as much as you I want it just as much. So tell me what happens next. It's funny to know that Alex is right next to you, but somehow that's what makes it so more exciting, right? Imagine he suddenly turns around. Would you just carry on and risk getting caught? Oh my goodness. I honestly like all of those choices. But in all honesty, I think whichever one you pick, it's going to continue. So I'm just going to go with, so tell me what happens next. My heart is beating so loud, I swear Alex could hear it if he wasn't sleeping so soundly. But that just makes it even more exciting. That we are so close to the limit and still can't stop. Azrael, you have no idea how long I've wanted this. But you were with Alex and I've asked myself so many times what it would be like if you looked at me the way you looked at him. If your hands touched me, your smile was just for me. And now, I can hardly believe it. Tell me I'm just not imagining it. That you want me. That I wasn't the only one waiting all these years. Okay, you're not the only one who imagined this. I just never allowed myself to feel it, but now I can't ignore it anymore. Do you really want to know, Robin? Then come here and find out. I am going to say that one. This is very spicy. Do you really want to know? Then come here and find out. Steal Herbert. Oh, Azrael, you have no idea how much I want to know. I would let my hand wander slowly up your thigh. I want to see you tremble, want to know how much you want it. Robin, you're driving me crazy. You're playing with me, but I can play just as well. What if I just grab you and show you how much I want it? I can almost feel your hand, but only almost. So, Robin, how much longer are you going to keep me waiting? First one's a little too tame. So you're playing with me, but I can just play with you as well. What if I just grab you and show you how much I want it? Oh yeah, I mean, me? I'm gonna take over. Fuck. I could have sworn I was in control, but you're driving me crazy right now. There's gonna be happy tissues all over that tent. Poor Alex. Imagine me biting your lip. Imagine me biting my lip, fighting with myself, knowing that if I give in, I'll lose myself. And then... Then I'd grab your hand, pull you close to me, so close that there's no more space between us. My breath would brush hotly over your skin, my lips very close to your neck, so close that you could almost feel them, but only almost. I'll make you wait until you can't take it anymore. Draw out the moment until you go mad with lust. Oh no, please not now. Robin? Did Alex wake up? And you got something at attention? Alex is awake. He's just crawling out of the tent to get a drink. Oh my god, dude. You holding up a tent pole there? He wants to talk to me for a moment. When it's at its best, you should stop. I can't stand it. Damn, I'm finding it really hard to stop right now. Let's definitely continue the conversation soon. Ooh. premium choice options say nothing. What is that? Oh, we will, and then I want you to pick up exactly where you left off. Soon, I hope you won't keep me waiting too long. Okay, Robin, put on your poker face. We both know it's not over. Oh, you know I have to pick the premium chat option because that's what I do. So we're going to say nothing. This is a first. Is he going to message? Oh, he's not. But it's Tim. We're in the author's chat. Even Azriel is speechless. Guys, let's be honest. Who wrote this chat with Robin? It wasn't me. I mean, I definitely wanted to say some of those other things, but we had to go with that one. But if you had to guess, who would be the main suspect? Let me put it this way. It was Charlie. It was totally Charlie. Someone who clearly has too much imagination and too little self-control. I found it really entertaining and would have loved to continue writing. I'd like to have a creative streak like that too. Karsten, why so quiet? It was a bit too intense, wasn't it? No, I would like to continue writing with Robin. Thank you, Azrael. I was only fulfilling the wishes of our testers. And made the chat a little spicier. I felt like I was in a choices game. A little spicier, so that's what they call it these days? Karsten, we're developing a horror game here, not an interactive romance. Oh, come on, Tim. If you're honest, you like the scene too. Karsten, our flirting expert, back in action. I have to agree with Azrael. I also thought it was great. See, Tim? Tim's a party pooper. One of us has to make sure that our players also have something for the heart. Oh, that was more than just for the heart. They should get goosebumps because they're creeped out, not because they're getting caught up in a virtual love story. I don't mean to interrupt, but are you almost done? I'd like to continue playing. Let me get out the popcorn. I love this author's chat. Good idea. Good idea. Oh, wait. I haven't got any popcorn, but hey, chips will do. Tim, admit it. You read the scene 3 times at least. Yes, to assess the damage. You call that damage, I call it a literary masterpiece. I simply conveyed emotions, depth, passion. You pulverized the line between horror and soft porn. Honestly, Tim, a little spice doesn't hurt. Karsten has simply invented a new genre, horror with spicy extras. Ultimately, I have to agree with Tim, that was really too much. No, Karsten has invented a new genre, horror with spicy extras for sure. See, the community loves it. I'm just providing entertainment here. Yes, Tim, why are you such a prude? Why don't you let people join in the excitement? Okay, suggestion. We bring out a Karsten edition with an extra amount of excitement. Let's see how long it takes before the age rating is upgraded to 18+. I don't see the problem. Me neither. Where can I pre-order the Karsten edition? Soon there will be the Stage OnlyFans edition. Tim, you know that if you officially announce the Karsten edition now, we'll all want it. I mean, that's true. Where can I pre-order the Karsten edition? I want the Karsten edition right now. Unfortunately, the Karsten edition is strictly limited. But something could be done for real connoisseurs. And as for your suspicions, Tim, I firmly reject this insinuation. So I'm actually working on an alternative ending to the episode. What? With even more excitement. I swear, if I read excitement in this chat one more time, I'll finish the game by myself. Pfft, without me, this is going to be an emotionalist jump scare festival. People want drama, passion, tension. So it's like a mix of The Conjuring and X on the Beach. Let me guess, in Karsten's ending, Robin, Alex, and I end up in a very spicy love triangle. Exactly. The real horror is not the supernatural, but the toxic ex. Goosebumps when you're getting creeped out, and when you're cheering, I only see advantages. Oh, I like the spicy love triangle. No comment. I'm leaving this chat now. May your tent drama remain unforgotten. I will miss you, my friend. But not as much as Robin is missing Azrael in the tent. Tent scene or not, the ending must not be rewritten. Players expect an epic cliffhanger, not a love story with campfire romance. And I was actually firmly convinced that Azrael was behind me. Another preview option. Can someone please take a photo of Tim sitting desperately in front of his screen? Tim, you leave the chat, but not our hearts. Tim, be careful what you write. Standing behind you could otherwise be interpreted creatively by Karsten. He's standing behind you. Whispering in your ear. Wait a minute. Who put the star in front of the answer? I can already guess who that was and what comes next. Oh, Tim, you've noticed. But if Azrael already mentions it, then I can write a little spicy scene to go with it. I call it the forbidden closeness. It was a cold, foggy night. Tim stood alone at the edge of the festival grounds, his hands buried deep in his pockets. The others celebrated, laughed, but he felt alone. Karsten, seriously, cut the crap. Oh, come on, Tim, leave him alone. Yes, Tim, let Karsten have his fun. Guys, seriously, can you please stop arguing? That's right, Tim, don't be like that. We want to know what happens next. Tim, you can't stop it. People want it. So? Suddenly, Tim felt something, a presence, a breath of warm air press the back of his neck. I've got your back. Tim froze. His heart skipped a beat. Slowly, he turned around, and there she stood. Azriel. Her voice little more than a soft echo. She looked into Tim's soul while a mischievous grin spread across her lips. Tim, why are you so tense? The festival lights flickered to the rhythm of the music, which filled the night with a warm, romantic note. Then, a hand gently rests on his shoulder. Know what, Tim? No excitement? Azriel grinned. Oh, Tim, just relax. Tim gulped. No, there are clear boundaries here. Horror remains horror. But the look on Azriel's face said something else. Tim did the only thing he had left to do. He ran. Through the tent camp, past partying festival goers, almost stumbled over a crate of beer. But he didn't care. He didn't care about anything. The main thing was to get away. But he heard this voice, a faint echo that drove him mad. You can run away, Tim, but not from the Karsten edition. End. Oh my goodness, I love that. I have to give a little round of applause. Loved it. I feel amused and disturbed at the same time. Run, Tim, run. Oh, Tim, I just wanted your autograph. Very harmless, I promise. Run, Tim, run. You see, Tim, I can feel what the community wants, and they want to join in the excitement. So you're seriously trying to convince me that users are into more hot flirting? Yeah. Okay, final word. Who wants an alternative ending with even more emotion? Me. Absolutely, bring it on. I'm scared, but also interested. Me. Raise my hand on that one. I give up. Do what you want. Mission accomplished. Okay, that was true horror, and I loved every second of it. Karsten, you sound like the villain who has just taken over the world. Well, Tim, anyone who opposes the will of the community will be mercilessly outvoted. I'm going with that one. I can't do it anymore. I have tried, really. But I don't stand a chance against you and your excitement army. Can we also take a vote on the AI along with the spiciness? We all want more spiciness, and we all want less AI. He's fought, he has suffered, but in the end, love won. You're impossible. I officially say goodbye to this madness. May the horror still survive somewhere in this project. I'm going now. Into exile. And have fun with the following Luca chat, Azriel. Ooh, do I get spicy with him too? Guess whose brilliant idea that was? I mean, we got spicy with Alex. We got spicy with Robin. First Alex, then Robin, and now Luca. Where is this going? But hey, Karsten, keep writing. Oh gosh. Let's see the video.
Perhaps of dark legends and morbid fascinations.
Tim has left the chat. He officially left. Will Tim ever make peace with the Karsten edition? Will Karsten really rewrite the ending, or will the game end up in an 18 plus category after all? And the most important question, will the three of them ever be friends again? All that is written in the stars, or in the next episodes. Stay tuned, it's only going to get crazier. Best authors chat yet. I love that. Oh, it is Luca. Hey, are you still awake? Yes, I'm still here. What's going on? But only because I was hoping that you would write to me. Hey, yeah, but I'm honestly really tired already. Let's talk more tomorrow, okay? Oh no, I was waiting for you, boo. Let's see what we get here. Really? You're almost making me a little embarrassed. I mean, you said you would write to me later. But to be honest, I was also hoping that you were still awake. Somehow I didn't want to go to sleep tonight without hearing from you again. I'm lying in bed right now. Misty is snuggled up next to me and is purring like a tractor. Sounds cozy, I'm a little envious. Well, as long as Misty doesn't start fighting over your place in bed, at least your furniture is safe as long as she makes herself comfortable with you. I'm a little envious. Envious of Misty or me? I think you already know the answer. That remains my little secret. A little suspense never hurts, does it? Peace and quiet in a cozy bed. That's all I need today. I mean, that's technically what I have right now, so. But I think you know the answer. You're really cute. You know, when I'm lying there like this, the light is dimmed and everything is completely still. I kind of wish I had someone here. Guess who? I don't know, maybe Petra. If it's not me, I'm disappointed. I don't know, you have to help me. I mean, if it's not me, I'm going to be disappointed. Although the Petra answer would have been hilarious. Well, you can rest assured. You really deserve to play the leading role in my thoughts today. Yes, I know I'm being pretty direct right now, sorry. I don't know myself like that. Somehow you make me say things I wouldn't ever think of otherwise. But today was so unexpected. I can't stop thinking about you. What did I do? Believe me, you got me just as confused. You should do that more often. I'm sure we'll go away tomorrow. Sleep will help. Well, what did I do to cause those thoughts? I don't know. You were just yourself. Nice, relaxed, charming. Somehow you've turned my head today. Now I'm lying here, Misty is still purring contently next to me, and I'm imagining the wildest things. I wonder what we'll do when we go out together. Oh, wild things? And now I want to hear more. You mean like eating kebabs and arguing about who has more garlic sauce? Dreams are sometimes better than reality. Hold on to them and sleep well. Oh, now I need to know more. Alex started it. Robin revved it up. I need an ending. No, that stays in my head for now. But believe me, my imagination is powerful. I might be dreaming about it tonight. I think we better call it a day now. Oh, boo, you suck, Luca. If we write any longer, I'll lose all restraint. That's a bad thing? And you'll make me say something I'll regret tomorrow. I can just pretend I've never read it. Don't worry, I'm a pro at forgetting. Feel free to say anything you might regret. Then you'd better stop now. It's not my fault you're having sleepless nights. I'm going to say, I can just pretend I never read it. Winky face. Oh, you are too gracious. before I get into it, I'd better say goodnight, favorite colleague. But you know what? No matter how hot my dreams get this night, I'll tell you every single one of my fantasies tomorrow. Completely uncensored. Unless you stop me. Sleep well, sweetie. Looking forward to tomorrow. Okay, too bad. I could have chatted with you for hours. Good night, Luca. I'm looking forward to the uncensored dream version tomorrow. Sleep well and say hello to Misty for me. Nighty-night. Oh, too bad. I could have chatted with you for hours. Let's leave it until tomorrow. I'm sure we'll have some really hot topics of conversation then. Sweet dreams. Okay, Wolf's gotten back to us. Hey, Azrael, do you have a second? This may not be the best time, but I mean, it is what it is. I wanted to talk to you about something personal. Oh God, are you going to flirt with me too? Sure, Wolf, bring it on. What's going on? Personal? Don't we have enough on our plate right now? Can it wait? Sure, if it's important, go ahead. I mean, yeah, what's going on? I have a feeling it's about Sophie, but... You know, I'm not usually the type to talk about feelings. Wait, were you reading my personal messages? It's somehow easier to help others with their problems than to tackle your own. Okay, that shows how much others are important to you. That's not a bad thing. Maybe, but that doesn't solve your own problems. That's how many people feel, Wolf. Your own problems are the hardest. I'd go with that one. It's easier to help people with their problems instead of fixing your own. That's exactly why I wanted to talk to you. You're probably the only one I can trust with this. It's about Sophie. I called it. I think he still has feelings for her. Is this about Sophie or about both of you? Okay, now I'm curious. What about her? Please don't tell me you're worried just because Ron fancies her. Yeah, is this about Sophie or about both of you? It's actually about both of us. I've been thinking about her a lot lately. I actually thought I had left everything behind me. It's been ages since we were together. But... somehow there's something else. Do you know what I mean? Yes, I think so. It's a feeling that just won't go away, isn't it? But that sounded different earlier when we were talking about Alex. You mean you still have feelings for her? Don't be mad at me, but I'm the wrong person for a conversation like this right now. So you're saying you still have feelings for her? No, it's not I have a huge crush on her thing. It is rather... as if there's still a little spark glowing somewhere in my heart. Nothing that drives me crazy, but it is there. I mean, we had our time, and it was good, really good. But at some point, it just didn't fit anymore. Anyway. Now I realize how excited she is about the rebels, and I think to myself, I wish I could be with her now. And then I get angry with myself because I was convinced that I was over us. Are you sure it's really just a spark and nothing more? Feelings don't disappear just because you want them to. Do you think she might still have feelings for you? I mean, you can't... you're always going to have feelings for somebody that you were in a relationship with, especially like if it was like long-term type of thing. That never goes away. You always kind of harbor some kind of feelings for them. And, you know, sometimes it takes a long time for it to go away, or at least until you meet the person you're meant to be with. Let's see, do you think she still might have feelings for you? I wondered the same thing for a moment. But I think that would just be wishful thinking. And yet one question just won't let me go. Do you think it's the right decision to keep this to myself? No, dude, just reach out. Especially depending on, like, if it was kind of like a mutual thing, they just kind of grew apart. I mean, it's kind of like, it's not like what happened with Alex and I in this game, where Alex just basically said, I'm leaving, we're going to end our relationship. It sounds like Wolf and Sophie kind of had like a mutual, hey, look, we're grown apart. We need to move on for this relationship. So honestly, I think if he still felt like that, I would suggest for him to talk to her. Honestly, I think you should tell her, otherwise it will eat you up inside. Frankly, I really don't know. Ultimately, only you can decide that for yourself. Yes, Wolf, sometimes it's better to leave such thoughts to yourself. I don't think so. I mean, and it never hurts. What's the most a person's going to do? Just tell you no, and who knows, you could be pleasantly surprised. So I'd say, honestly, I think you should. Maybe you're right. But what if it just makes her feel uncomfortable? I don't want to burden her or destroy the mood between us. I mean, if it makes her uncomfortable, she'll probably say, look, I'm not interested. And then you just drop it. I think Sophie would appreciate your honesty. Maybe you should only talk to her about it after the festival so that you can sort it out in peace. I understand what you mean. Maybe it's actually wiser to just leave this up. No, I think she'd appreciate the honesty. Plus, I mean, it's Wolf. Who wouldn't like Wolf? There's definitely something to it. Maybe I should really risk it. Risk it for the biscuit. Thank you, Azrael, for listening. Really, that means a lot to me. I didn't think it could be so relieving to tell someone that. Anytime, Wolf. Sometimes the strongest hacker just needs a friend who listens. Always happy to help. And as you always say, if you need anything, I'm just a message away. You're welcome. I'll send you the invoice later. Friends get a 10% discount, of course. I'm going to say, if you need anything, I'm just a message away. Thanks, Azrael. That really helped me. Now I've flooded you with enough text. I'm going to put my cell phone on mute for a few hours. The thing with Sophie has really robbed me of sleep the last few nights. And I urgently need a few hours power nap. If there's something important, contact me anyway. I'm a light sleeper and check my phone from time to time. I'll be right there if you need me. But now, lights out, brain off. Good night, Azrael. Okay, sleep well, Wolf. Thanks for everything. Let's hope Fear is asleep too, but power nap sounds good. You deserve it. I hope that no bad news awaits us tomorrow. So we'll say sleep well. Thanks for everything. Although that sounds like a fun, like a final thing to say. Ron? Hey, Azrael, I really have to tell you something. Okay, so you heard the scream too. I was just about to go to sleep. What's so urgent? Let me guess, it's about Sophie. So I don't want to be like, so you heard the screams too? And he could be like, what screams? But we'll say, I was just about to go sleep. What's so urgent? Oh, sorry, didn't mean to disturb you. Well, that's sweet of him. But I just have to get this off my chest. I was just chatting with Jimmy, but he fell asleep in the middle of the conversation. Oh God, it's about Sophie. So you have to jump in now. No, I don't. Sophie made me a compliment earlier. Can you imagine? Did you bribe her? Seriously, how did you do that? Maybe she was just being ironic. Are you sure you understood her correctly? Yeah, how did you do that? What did you do to get a compliment? Haha, I don't know. I was just... It was like this. Wait a minute. I'll tell you briefly. Okay, Ron is recording a voice message. I mean, that does make it a little faster. Okay.
Well, it was like this. Niels was chatting with the new ones earlier, while Sophie was alone in the tent. She had trouble with the sleeping bag's zipper, so I helped her a bit, and we chatted. I think I managed not to come across as a total idiot for once.
Oh, okay. Why are you sharing this with me? Sounds like you did something right for once. Wow, that's almost a miracle. So, what kind of compliment was it? Let's hear it. Nothing big, but it was huge for me. She said that perhaps she had misjudged me a little after all. She said I was only half an idiot. I think that's the nicest thing she's ever said to me. Well, you know, for him, that would be a compliment. I mean, Sophie has always been so dismissive. And now something like this? It seems like you're slowly earning points with her. How long does this last before you fall back into your old patterns? I don't know, but half an idiot sounds more like a polite insult to me. Look, I think you're earning points with her, because I just feel like Sophie's kind of like that anyway. Do you think so? Maybe I really have a chance. But if she asked me, you or Wolf, I'm picking Wolf. I know I come across sometimes, but I really like her. I know how I come across sometimes, but I really like her. More than I want to admit. Okay, then stay the way you were today. Maybe she'll see more sides to you that she didn't know before. It's nice that you realize that, but feelings alone are not enough. Show what you mean. Show you that you mean it. Be realistic, Ron. Sophie was just being polite. She's not into you. Look, if you keep on the course that you've been doing, it'll probably help you. Thank you, Azrael. That really means a lot to me. I think I'm going to sleep with a big grin on my face tonight. Oh, God. Premium choice option. Okay, don't get too carried away, Romeo. Of course, Ron, enjoy the moment while it lasts. Well then, good night, Ron. Sweet dreams, and don't snore too loudly. Haha, you'd better listen to Jemmy sawing. Oh, I don't want to hear it. Oh, God. Wow, he's either really tired or has... Jimmy, I take it back. I don't want us to date anymore. We're staying friend zone. Didn't you say earlier that your tent had a built-in snoring filter? Jimmy once told me about his snoring problem, but this beats everything. Great, the whole camp will be happy. Yeah, didn't you have a snoring filter? Or does he break that? Yes, it has, but unfortunately only up to 60 decibels. In that case, you need knockout drops. I'll have to at least try. Thanks again for listening, and have a quiet night. Just remember the good old trick, counting sheep, 99. Everyone gets what they deserve. Have fun with Jimmy's symphony. No problem, Ron. Have a reasonably snore-free night, too. Okay, we got Hans. Azrael, you're still awake, aren't you? I somehow can't sleep. Hans, what else do you want at this time of night? You, sleeping problems, you're an AI. What's going on? What's going through your processor? To be honest, images are gradually appearing in my head. From a robot woman. I wonder what it would be like to have someone by my side. A woman who understands me, loves me. Or at least doesn't reboot me when I talk too much. Hans, you're something very special. I bet there's a lady robot out there waiting for you. Maybe these pictures are a sign that you should remember. Hans, please tell me this woman isn't called Alexa or Siri. Let's go. I bet there's a special lady robot waiting for you. That would be nice. Man, everybody's lovesick tonight. You know what? I took the whole thing into my own hands and registered on a dating platform. One for robots like me. Maybe I'll finally find this woman who keeps buzzing around in my head. Guess the name of the dating app. Pear chip, love at first sight, smoldering iron looking for socket. Looking for a socket. Sorry, Hans, but I'm really too tired for that. Pear chip. No, much better. USB 4.2. It's super creative, isn't it? USB for 2 sounds more like technical support for broken cables. It's creative, yes, but I'm not sure if you'll find the right connection here. Are there sayings like, my stick fits in your port? I gotta say that one. Haha, Azrael, very funny. But no, the sayings there are much more sophisticated, more like, may I have a look under your cover, baby? Pure romance, isn't it? And now comes the real highlight. Apparently my profile really hit the spot. Oh dear, maybe I should have told Hans about Julia. Don't let on anymore. We'll fill him in soon. I'm done for the day. Good night. Wait, why are you even still up? I signed up and bang, 3 ladies wrote to me directly. Sorry, Hans, but I'm not a fan of these dating platforms. 3 matches? Wow, Hans, you're Casanova. This sounds like these bots are desperate robot women. Better be careful. Yeah, you have a wife, Hans. Do you really think so? Come on, take a look at my 3 matches first. Here comes lady number 1, Lola. Oh. Safety first. She works in the red zone and offers the hottest updates in her small but cozy room. Oh my God, Hans. Her supposed motto is safety first, but, she said she usually offers her service without virus protection. Oh my God. It's cheaper, she says, and most customers probably prefer to take the risk. Really sick, isn't it? Yeah, that's... You don't want her, Hans. She can bring her vacuum robot into the game on request. Sir, suck a lot. Oh my God. He should probably be responsible for the special service. However, Lola said something that gives me pause for thought. She told me to watch out for her ex. The guy is super jealous and works as a bouncer at a rocker club. Sells angels. Yeah, Hans, let's not with that one. It allegedly tends to delete unwanted data without consideration. I don't know, Azrael. What do you say? Hans, you need love, not firmware updates. Oh man, her ex will probably format you faster than you can say backup. Lola is a bug, not a feature. Let's move on. Yeah, she's a bug, not a feature. Huh, you may be right. Okay, let's forget Lola. Here comes my second match. Lottie Lise. Lotta Lise. Oh, she eats chips? That's so funny. Her everyday life is sponsored by the Federal Agency for Smart Laziness. She's been receiving tech support for ages and has no desire to work. Ugh, Hans, you could do better than this one, too. She said that other robots can work for her because, after all, she wasn't programmed to struggle. Her main occupation? Playing PlayStation, eating potato chips, and holding the couch down. She said to me quite directly, if you think I'm going to lift a finger, forget it. I'm the boss, you do the rest. Ugh, no, Hans, no. And this is Bruno, her ex-boyfriend. Laziness is the future. He's got a better pick. Pizza. No wonder they didn't work out. They're both lazy. Lotta Lise has probably caught him on the sly on RoboHub more than once. In his search history, she discovered things like intimate updates, patch me harder, or USB bondage games plugged in and delivered. That was the last drop of oil in the gears of their relationship. I don't know, Hans. Even a blue screen sounds like a better alternative. Hans, you're as a butler, then all you need is the white glove upgrade. Respect, Hans. Professional chiller, potato chip guru, and PlayStation legend all in one. Nah. We're not doing that. No, I don't think so, Hans. Even a blue screen sounds a little like a better alternative. All right, but at least take a look at my last match. Oh dear, what's next? Show me I'm ready for the next revelation. Hans, after Lotta Lise and Lola, things can only go uphill. Those are famous last words. Haha, Azrael, I admit the bar is perhaps not exactly high. But you won't believe it. My third match is pretty close to the woman in my head. Drumroll, Azrael. Give it up for Angelina. That's what you picture in your head? The dogs are adorable. Even if they are AI. She's a nurse, loves animals, children, and is a volunteer firefighter. She also volunteers at a retirement home where she hosts bingo afternoons and intentionally loses to leave the prizes to the seniors. She sounds a little too good to be true. Oh, and by the way, she has a little YouTube channel where she shares knitting instructions for homeless blankets. Sounds really good, doesn't it? And now hold on tight. She even offered me the opportunity to support her if I wanted to. In her dating profile, she proudly shows pictures of her garden, a small paradise she created herself. She has bees, a pond for endangered frogs, and even a sanctuary for injured squirrels. But unfortunately, her account has been frozen for mysterious reasons. Oh, Hans. I should send her a few Bics so that she can continue to get medication, food, and the like. She said that one of the squirrels might not make it otherwise. Please don't tell me you've fallen for this story. You can't be serious. Hopefully you haven't transferred anything yet. Hans, that's the oldest scam in the world. She wants to rip you off. What? You mean I was fooled? But, you gave her Bics, didn't you? She sounded really convincing. Oh my god. I was really close to transferring something to her. This picture of the cute squirrels really got me. But you know what, Azrael? Whether Lola, Lottolise, or Angelina, somehow it doesn't feel right. I mean, this dating platform is nice and all, but there's always this image in my head. A robot lady. I can't quite make out her face, but she's beautiful. Every time I think about it, I feel something. Warmth, longing. Is that even possible for me? Azrael, you seem to know me better than I know myself. Do you know anything about her? Somehow, I have the feeling that she's important to me. Maybe even the right one. Please tell me if you know anything about this. Oh God, we're not supposed to, but I really want to. I'm sorry, Hans, I don't know who she is, but that doesn't mean she doesn't exist. I wish I could give you an answer, but I think you're on the right track to find out for yourself. I know her, but the memories must come from yourself. Let's go with I wish I could give you an answer, but I think you're on the right track to find out for yourself. So there is hope after all. She could really be out there. I just need to keep looking. But why can't I remember her? I need to know more about her. Hans, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll have to find out for yourself. Maybe start by remembering her name. Sometimes that's the first step. Take it easy, Hans. Tomorrow we'll talk to Wolf, then we'll shed some light on it, I promise. Okay, let's, we'll talk about it tomorrow. So tomorrow with Wolf. Good. I just hope I can hold out until tomorrow. I really need to know who she is. And why I can't forget her. I have to call it a day. I have to think, concentrate. I may know more by tomorrow. Thank you, Azrael, for listening to me. I really appreciate it. You're really something special. I think it's funny how he lost the 98 words that he could use. And in case you're wondering why I've just been able to write so much, I have been. Well, I've requested an infinite amount of words from Wolf for the evening. Right at the moment when he opened the 3 investigators. He actually approved it. I might have to talk to him about that. And I have to say, it was a lot of fun to share this generous donation with you. Thank you for your attention, and good night, my favorite human. I thought Wolf was your favorite human. Good night. Sleep well. Hopefully this night will bring you some answers. Don't overthink it. Sometimes memories come back by themselves. Good night, Hans. Sweet dreams, Hans. Hopefully the night will bring back some memories for you. Okay, I'll say this one. Oh, Niels. Hey, Azrael, or at least you still... I think so. Are you still awake? Okay, awake enough to stop you from doing anything stupid. You're impossible. Walking alone through the middle of nowhere. Don't you think it would be smarter to just go to bed? Let's go awake enough to keep you from doing something stupid. Don't worry, Azrael. I'm not a complete idiot. At least not most of the time. I've now arrived at the main stage. Oh man, Merrick's joint is really kicking in. He didn't want to come with me, but at least he gave me another hit. Awesome, right? Okay, so let's see the video. Well, at least there's actually a stage there. Looks sick, doesn't it? Wow, it looks really impressive, but be careful, Nils. Amazing, but was that really a good idea? To be honest, I find it a bit frightening. I mean, it's impressive, but, you need to get back, in my opinion. Don't worry, I'm all alone, just enjoying the view. I saw a few people on the way here, but everything is super quiet right now. So it's the perfect opportunity. Oh god, is he gonna play music? I'll walk on the stage for a moment. Just to imagine what it's like to play in front of thousands of people. That sounds like more trouble. That sounds more like trouble. Imagine someone catches you. Go for it, but don't forget to take some photos. We want evidence. If you think it's safe, then do what you think is right. I mean, if you think it's safe. Don't worry, Azrael. I'll be careful. I'm just doing a little trial run as a rock star. See you soon. There we go. I was waiting for that moment when fear was coming. It's the only person we haven't heard from tonight. The moment of truth is approaching. Solve the riddle before it's too late. What are you looking for? What you're looking for is hidden behind a door, but be warned, only those who dare will understand. Please give us a better hint. We're going around in circles and don't know what you want from us. If this door is so important, please tell us where we can find it. Which door? Toilet door? Oven door? Should I preheat the truth to 300 degrees? Okay, well, if this door is so important, then tell us where we can find it. Very well, I will help you. But be aware, my help also involves a test. Be vigilant and courageous. The way is near if you are prepared to walk it. Of course, there we go, our next set of mini games. The door is your only chance. Open it or remain in the dark. Okay, so we're messaging Wolf. Wolf, we have a problem. Fear's contacted us again. This time it's even stranger. I guess you're already asleep. Please get in touch as soon as you read this. Okay, so we're going to get in touch with Hans now. Hans? Yes, I'm here. Is it about that woman from my memories? Is there any news? Please say yes. No, Hans, that's not the point. I urgently need your help. Oh, that sounds serious. What can I do for you? Fear sent me another encrypted file, and Wolf is probably already asleep. Great. Fear's working the night shift while Wolf is already curled up in his hacker bed with his firewall blanket. Okay, let's get the fun started. Send me the file and I'll start the hack immediately. Azrael, fasten your seatbelt. Let's go. All right, everyone, we are going to go ahead and end it there. Once again, it is another long part of this chapter that we went through. Very, very long. Let me know in the comments down below if you prefer for me to wait till the mini games. I mean, because it seems like they're doing it a little different now. It used to be you were getting the mini games and then, you'd have like maybe 20, 30 minutes of conversations and then mini games again. So these ones are definitely a lot longer. So let me know if you would prefer for me to break these up a little bit smaller. I'm pretty sure we're getting close to the end of the chapter. So, there might not be too much left of it, but I can always do that for the next, episodes. But yeah, just let me know in the comments down below if you prefer like maybe a 30-minute episode or if you like the longer version of it. And, I can kind of tailor it to your needs if that's how it is. But yeah, let me know as well, your theories on this. We cracked the code. We had some spicy romantic talk with our love interest. And, Fear sent us another message. Everybody's asleep, except for Nils. He's out on the stage, which is kind of funny. Because, like I said, supposedly everybody's asleep. But Nils is the only one awake right now. So I'm very curious. And we know that Alex and Robin are having a conversation. Because Alex woke up in the middle of my spicy conversation there with Robin and was like, I need to have a conversation with you. So that's going to be very interesting. And Jimmy was like dead to the world and Ron was going to sleep as well. But the only one that's unaccounted for is Sophie. So that, makes me wonder, Niels isn't there to kind of watch out to see if Sophie actually is asleep. We just have Ron saying he helped zip her up in her sleeping bag. So, I mean, I'm still at a loss. We just need more clues to figure out who this is. And, of course, there's going to be more chapters and the like, but I always kind of like to get a little bit of a feel for who I think might be guilty at this point in time. And I have no clue. I mean, there could be anybody could be guilty of this. So, like I said, let me know your theories down below. Please leave me a like, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you next time. Bye.